Krew Season Podcast. We are back again. This is episode 36.
36.
Kenny T is in the building. You tired already?
Damn.
OT is
What's
in the
up?
building.
Y'all know the Dean is in the motherfucking house, man. Smooth is here.
I am D Trill AC. This is another episode of the Krew Season Podcast. How you fellas doing on this glorious morning?
We good.
I'm good,
brother.
Our boys got to liven up in here, man.
I'm kind of upset about this Black Panther shit, man. They did us, man.
Okay, we're going to touch on that. Just
I ain't even watch it yet. We can't touch on it.
Y'all always have a podcast to do.
That whole did just
You
come
know
out
that, right?
literally
It just
today.
came out.
It literally just came out today, though.
Okay, what did y'all watch Malcolm and Maria?
I ain't watched Malcolm.
You ain't tell us to watch
That just
Yeah,
came
he
out
did.
too?
He said last week. It came out last week. It came out last week.
I've been busy.
I had to work. I worked from 4 to 4.
I want to hear that.
5 to 5.
I've been busy.
They got Wi-Fi at work?
No. Actually, we really don't.
All right,
I was
man.
on day shift. I couldn't watch TV during day shift. Night shift, I could watch it.
It's all good, man. We're going to have to check it out, man. We have to just do a deep dive of that for Patreon alone. Matter of fact, after we watch that, that's what we're going to do. Because that's very deep. I think that can be a full part on its own. But this is Valentine's Day weekend. You guys got any plans? Any,
Man, I had
special ladies y'all want?
I had Del Frisco set up for me and baby. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be too fucking cold. So I canceled everything.
Wait a minute.
What? Y'all eating in the igloo?
I canceled everything.
You canceled everything because it's cold. Y'all go eat out. What?
No, we ain't eating nowhere.
Can't get on the road.
We eating in the house.
You cooking?
Am I cooking?
Yeah.
Big
Listen,
Daddy,
no,
they ain't
hell
doing
no.
that.
Hell
Oh
no.
my God.
Big Daddy ain't doing it. It's gonna be too cold.
Too cold. Too cold to cook. Damn. You live outside?
Look, hey man, you know what I'm gonna do for real?
It's going to be too cold to cook.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm possibly gonna do her favorite dish, right? I'm gonna go get some crawfish.
There you go. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go get some live crawfish and I'm gonna make some crawfish. If I keep the garage door closed, I'm gonna cook them. But if I gotta raise the garage, it's too cold outside.
Wait. Time out. You gonna try to cook crawfish with a closed garage door?
Hey.
Do you know what you're saying right now?
I understand what. No. Let me backtrack, bitch. I'm gonna have the garage door cracked.
Okay,
Probably
that
like
makes
halfway.
sense.
Probably like halfway, a little under halfway. But if it's too cold, the way this dick works, we going to highs when it's too cold.
It ain't working when it's cold.
Heard it ain't working when it's warm either, but that's neither here nor there.
You talking about
Not me.
OT, Kenny. Any special ladies I want to just give a shout out to right now
I'd like to
since we
give a
here?
shout out to my lovely mother.
There ain't number thousands of people listening. Go ahead.
Ain't got nothing. I told you, ain't got nothing on the roster, bro. It's me by myself.
So these ladies ain't worthy.
I ain't got
Yes.
nobody. Yeah.
They ain't worthy of no gifts or nothing.
Who?
Happy Valentine's Day, nothing.
You get a text. I might send a few
I
texts.
done sent out a couple gifts.
You sent out them already?
Yeah, they already got
A couple.
Yeah.
So
When you say gifts, how much are we spending on these gifts?
Oh, not a lot. It's like Amazon. It's like
Oh, okay. I see.
maybe like $50, $60.
Oh, okay.
how many
Now
gifts?
my
was
mom and my little sister, I got them something.
it? How many gifts was
My
it?
niece. Like 3.
3 different women.
Man, you actually took me questions.
Oh, man.
He walked my man right into that corner. He walked him right into that corner.
Questions, man. Too many questions.
Damn. What you got, B?
Look,
No,
man,
I just had to I had to spoil somebody, so.
I ain't got to do
And that's not even really
Is you
spoiling.
get-
I just wanted to spend some money, honestly. I ain't spent
You're
all
getting some
time.
sex though.
Yeah.
I want to, but this shit
Is you
mine.
getting some sex?
I'm
though?
getting, if I wanted to, I could, but
Okay.
y'all know I'm on my little no sex till March 12th, so.
yeah, he on his plight, man. He's trying to, better himself. Come one with himself.
He trying to get off the ass that he already had.
Is it easy?
Hell no, it ain't easy. But at least if you still work out, it's cool.
That shit easy.
Work out is cool.
Maybe it's 'cause
But
of-
other than that, I mean, you have your days when you want to
So Otis, you ain't got nobody. You just sending something to look. Hey, look, I've been peeping you for a minute. Look, man, I ain't trying to spend time with you, but here, I'm thinking about you.
No,
Okay.
not even like no.
Damn.
I mean, now I'm texting a couple, but like it ain't like
But
that.
they ain't
It ain't got
worthy
to
of
that
no
level
gift.
yet, is what you're
They
saying.
ain't worthy of no
and
money.
it's new, and it's like super new. So,
Oh yeah, they ain't worthy of that.
so no.
Hope they never
And when I mean light text, I mean light text.
light,
I mean like
real light.
maybe 6-7 total that day.
Okay.
Every other day.
Okay, sex ain't strong enough. All right, B, what's up?
Look, man, we definitely got reservations, man. We going out to eat good, but it's kind of wild because we go out to eat good a lot. But this is a restaurant that we ain't had yet, so this gonna be pretty good. It's called The Palm. I ain't never been there. You heard of it?
I heard it was trash.
On West Town,
Yeah, on West Town.
gonna spend about 3.
Oh, I know. I spent about 3 last time.
I'm spending about 3 too.
Right. So that and then wake up.
I lied.
Nigga Matt don't know what he doing.
But nah, I got reservations at Del Frisco's. I got me and my wife.
You already
Nigga,
went.
you
It's B
just
turn.
said you
Exactly. It's
canceled
B
that.
turn.
I
It's
didn't.
B turn.
What are you talking about?
Because it's too cold.
It's too cold though.
B-turn.
But I didn't. But I
So
when
you lying to us on the pod.
I
What
am,
you doing, man?
I am. Because I don't want niggas popping up on me, fam.
Ain't nobody looking for you.
You know what I'm saying? And niggas be looking for me. Niggas really be looking for me.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we got that lined up, and then I'm gonna just wake up in the morning, and just take her shopping, and just let her go buy what she want. Be honest, shopping spree Valentine's Day.
Louis
Look,
bag?
I-
You was
Y'all be-
Louis bag?
Y'all be
You was
careful on that road. man.
Louis bag?
Nigga said,
Let me holler.
go buy what you want.
Let me holler.
Honest.
Louis bag?
First thing I
I need her to go in there.
He go back. No, babe.
I need her to go in there and get me the belt.
On this side of the
Tell
store.
him you need a belt. Tell him you need a belt.
If they
in
got
my
no red
size.
tag, put that shit back.
Hell no.
Nigga said on this side of this, we shopping on this side of the mall. Babe, it's the food court section. I know.
If it ain't on the clearance rack,
Put that
it's a little
back.
too much.
Have y'all seen the clearance rack in LV?
So,
There is no clearance rack.
There is none.
But yeah, so that's the plan, man. But we did get asked a question by a listener, man, and I want to get y'all's input on it. They asked us Valentine's Day, what are some ideas of gifts to buy your man on Valentine's Day? What do men want for Valentine's Day?
Whatever the hell he was telling you.
shut up.
Damn.
Wait, you said what?
For them to shut up.
Make sure I heard it right.
Damn.
How about on Valentine's Day, women don't complain the whole day.
You're asking for too much, boy.
The whole day, just don't complain.
Nah, man. I think he wants whatever the hell he been telling you he wanted for the past 6 years that you ain't got him yet. Because you still thinking he ain't the one.
Not refurbished puss. Tell you that. None of that.
Yeah, man, we got to kill that, man. That whole giving up the same ass that I done hit 300 times already this year.
Don't
and
even
making
dress
that
it
as a
up.
gift. Like,
We gotta get away from the if I gotta buy him a gift that costs less than mine.
Right.
I seen that
That's what we gotta
bullshit.
get away
Right.
from.
Cardi B's tweet. I did see that.
But that's a fact though.
Yeah.
On Valentine's Day, men get what do men get?
The same shit. You saw all the Alfredo was off the shelves. That shit was sold out.
Alfredo was sold out.
Honestly, what have you got for the past 3 years for Valentine's Day?
I want me some shit. Well, fast one shit.
No, I'm asking you what you got for the past 3 years for Valentine's Day.
Well, I wasn't dating outside of last year.
Yeah. Valentine's Day, I can't even
cooked me a
remember, to be
dinner.
honest.
Somebody cooked me a dinner. I think that was it.
Yeah, most Valentine's Days. Because last Valentine's Day, we did a...
This is not a shot at y'all wives or nothing like
Staycation.
that. I just want to know what y'all got for
But yeah,
Valentine's Day
but
last
gifts, men don't even really expect gifts on Valentine's Day, to be honest.
That's our fault.
That's
year. We don't ask for it, but we do expect it.
It would be nice if it was a.
Well, yeah, it'd be nice.
Let's be
But
real.
waking up and looking for my gift.
Right,
nah.
we don't do that. We don't demand
I mean, but it'd be cool though if it, when it happens. I've been bought a couple
We need to
gifts
start.
before. Yeah, but yeah, nah. That's
We need to
that's
start.
that's another women's holiday, and that's why I say, man, it seems like every couple months it's time to buy a woman a new gift. Literally.
Every holiday is Father's Day is a woman's holiday.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
What?
That's a fact, though.
Hey,
That's a fact.
okay, elaborate on what y'all mean by that.
Some
I'm
of
just gonna
these,
look
like,
further detail, man.
hey, some of these women be wanting Father's Day gifts because they take care of the kids. Come on, man.
You can't be both roles, baby.
Come on, bro.
You can't be. I'm sorry. I know
Come on,
you
bro.
think you are, but you're not.
Come on, bro. Then Mother's Day roll around too. Oh, I need a gift for that too. Damn.
And they birthday
Damn.
around
When do the
corner.
gifts stop?
I say it's Mother's Day, anniversary, Valentine's Day, birthday, Christmas, just cause.
Just cause.
Summertime trip. That's another one.
I just need gifts to be more than some cooked food and some pussy.
That's it.
I just need to be more thoughtful.
Just go out the whim. Hey man, you want another tattoo? You know what I'm saying? You want a grill or something?
Just
you
get
want the chain that you was looking at, man. Like simple shit.
I know you pay attention to you pay attention to his phone enough.
Boy came to pod today.
Pay
He
attention
came
to what
pod
he asked you
today.
for. We say everything. The one thing we really want every year, we say it. I know y'all do.
I want massages.
To your woman. I mean, you're over and over. Hey, I need this. I might need this. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at that. Pay attention to that shit and then get him that. It don't have to be his birthday to get him something nice.
That's real.
Just like it ain't got to be your birthday to get something nice.
Pay one of his bills. Shit. If you love him that much, pay one of his bills.
Our boys came to
Y'all want me to
I'm
send
just
you
saying.
random flowers on a Monday or just because it's Wednesday? Send me something on a Wednesday just because.
I like coffee. Send me $20.
Let's reciprocate that energy that you want.
That's it. That's
That'll
it.
keep a lot of y'all around.
How they say it on Clubhouse? Energy.
energy.
And you won't get sent to the gulag.
That's facts. Yeah, I mean, shit. I think my guys pretty much summed that
That's
up,
it,
man.
man.
Just give us something. Like, man, don't ask for much, bro. We just want to know that our effort that we giving y'all 100 times a year when we buy y'all these gifts, we just want that to be reciprocated a little bit. That's it. Something that we can use. Something that we like. Shows that you paying attention to the little details about us. Since we always got to pay attention to everything about y'all, it would be nice. Just like my boy said, reciprocation, reciprocity. Shout out to Lauren Hill.
For the wrong niggas. That's why.
Hey man. Speaking of, damn, I don't even know how to get into this one. Recently there was a woman that put Gorilla Glue in her hair in an attempt to, I guess, smear her baby hairs or something down, and the Gorilla Glue stuck in there.
She ran out of her original hair glue. There's like a hair glue that'll keep your hair down. And instead of going to go buy the same hair glue, she went, how the hell do you go into, I don't even think they sell that Gorilla Glue spray in Walmart.
Bro, she went to the hardware.
Went to Home Depot in the hardware section and got Gorilla Glue.
Why y'all so trash though?
Us.
Fam, come on now. You need stuff for your hair and you go to Home Depot?
She went to Lowe's.
Lowe's? Even if you went to Walmart, you're not finding that stuff in the hair department. You finding that in the hardware department.
Then on the bottle it says clear as day. Do not apply to skin or any hair, skin and hair. This is not for that. It says that clear as day on the bottle. So she didn't read it. You just bought it, put it in.
She read it. She ain't give a day.
That shit was gonna be
I don't want to
permanent.
say it's
That's what that was.
a attention stunt, but I feel like it was.
Well, yeah, because she ended up putting it in her hair. It got stuck in there, of course, and the hair got stuck up. And then she tried to sue. Well, she's trying to sue them now. And she wanted them to be liable. So that's what the big fuss was about. Like, everybody was, like, taking her side. I seen it was a bunch of, well, it was half and half. It seemed like half and half was clowning her, half and half was taking her side. Like, you know, like, why y'all ridiculing a black woman like this? And, you know, she, you know, they should have, like, I guess made it more clear that this is not for human hair. And
Wow.
I'm sitting reading these excuses and these explanations, and I'm just taken aback. Like, what are you talking about, bro? And that's why I said we got to stop praising ignorance from black folks just because they black folks, bro. We got to stop championing that. We got to stop encouraging that. It's cool to, like, you know, to, like, I guess be empathetic toward her, but to, like, make it like the company did something wrong. What?
You know, and then the fact that she got a GoFundMe. They raised the money for her.
Yeah.
They did.
More than enough
Wow.
When she got the surgery, guess what? The doctor did it for free.
for the publicity.
For free. He did it for free. Did that money go back to anybody?
Of course
Black is a
not.
black
Hell
guy, too.
no.
Yeah, so it's like, and then what make it worse was after she got the surgery, right? The doctor was like, "Hey, look, you kind of want to lay off any, you know, products for your hair right now. Your scalp real sensitive, you know, irritable." She said, "Nah." She said, "No, I got to get my hair done in a couple of days. I got something coming up. I don't know about that. I'm just, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do."
Fam.
I don't know. Yeah.
And then and like I say, you do one stupid thing for attention, somebody else come up. Girl put perm products on her vagina and left it on overnight. Like, people, why?
And then they had another man. He had Gorilla Glue something to
his
his
lips.
lip, and it got stuck. It wouldn't come off. He had to go to the ER.
Because he didn't believe.
Right.
It's attention, dog.
I just don't understand.
It's people that. Fam.
Trying to find the words. I don't even know what to say. Like, it's just stupid, man. And I'm tired of us championing stupidity. Just like these people that's like all in her Instagram. Mind you, she's verified on Twitter and verified on Instagram.
She has
now.
500
She's a celebrity.
Something followers in like a day.
Yeah. And then people are like telling her that she really has a case. They got lawyers coming out saying that she has a case against the Gorilla Glue.
Because they gonna make definitely they're gonna make a lot of money off that. They're gonna take 30-40% off that. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then she's selling shirts now, and she's trying to make the best. I mean, and you wonder why people do certain things and trends start to go on.
Niggas, man. Niggas.
Because we start doing stupid things, and then
With the ER.
it's just like mass
Not the
shootings. It's just like it's just like mass shootings. When somebody kill a whole bunch of people, and the next person that's sitting around waiting, like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing just for that attention.
Yeah. That's why I say I just can't get behind that, bro. Stupidity is stupidity, and we got to start calling that out. I don't care who do it. If it's dumb, I'm not getting behind that, bro. No, I do not support her in that effort. No, I don't. That's stupid. You should have read the bottle before you put it in. And you don't buy hair products from a damn Home Depot. I've never heard of that. I've never seen that before. Why did you think that was a good idea? Who's in your corner? Like, who's around her? Who's her friends? Who's her support group?
Nobody.
That's the shit that I'm concerned with. Like, no. That company is not liable. They shouldn't pay you a dime.
I would sue them.
What the fuck is you
I would
talking
sue
about, bro? That's just stupid.
Making us
I
look
would sue her.
stupid.
I would sue defamation.
Straight up.
Off the rip. Defamation,
Let
man.
me get some of that GoFundMe money back.
Straight up.
They paid you to pay us.
I can see her doing a commercial for Gorilla Glue now.
Probably so.
Yeah, you know what? I'll settle for a commercial. So strong at the top of my hair.
For days.
So trash, dog.
Hell nah. Recently,
My dog.
Kevin Samuels, who's been in the news a lot lately, a lot of it negative. You know, he's been called everything from a misogynist to, he hates women to, he likes men, he dates men. They done said a bunch of wild things about him because of how he talks.
What's the problem with
Certain
who he
people.
dates? First of all, why is that using that as an insult? Because he wants to date men.
It's a double standard. You
What
know
kind
how
of
that
stuff?
goes.
And then when somebody says something about gay people, it's all of a sudden it's
exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
that's all I'm saying. But go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, no. So basically, he's been under a lot of he talks to women so badly. He does this, he does that. He hates women. Well, recently a clip came out where he was giving a man some advice.
Oh damn, I remember this.
and
clip.
we just
I
gonna
ain't
play
hear that. I ain't see that.
you
I
heard
sent
about
this
this
one.
one? Yeah, you seen this one.
We
just
back.
we just gonna play the clip,
No,
and I
that
want to
got
get
bad,
y'all's
man.
It's the full.
response.
It's more.
do got bad
It's
memory.
more,
Let me
more
hear.
though.
The super select guy. The only way you're going to end up becoming pre-select is by approaching women.
So women can tell I'm not getting no play?
Everybody, all 462 people in the chat room can tell you ain't getting no play. That's the energy you're getting. Because you're a guy that said you don't think you should have to approach women. They should give you choosing signals. Where would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
5'10". How much do you weigh?
I weigh about,
To what?
depending on the day, between 280 to 285.
So you're a fat fucker.
Depending on the day.
So you think a 5'10", almost 300-pound dude, how much money you make?
Like 482 weeks.
So you make 400 every 2 weeks. So you make 800 a month. You make less than $10,000 a year. Okay.
But how many 20-year-olds was him?
Hold on. Dude, I was a 20-year-old and I was making far more money than that. In the 80s, where minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. So I need to hear it. How long? You got a big dick?
Huh?
You have a big dick?
I mean, it's above average. I ain't no Ron Jeremy. or nothing.
No. I asked you if you had a big dick. I didn't say it was above average.
I don't know what that is, really.
Nigga, you know if you got a big dick or not. Stop the bullshit. Every dude know whether or not he got a big dick. I know I got a big dick. You don't know?
I mean,
You don't have a big dick. That's the point. You don't have a big dick. You don't have a big wallet. You're a fat dude. And you got a lot of nerve thinking you should get choosing centers with 5'10" and 300 pounds, making less than $1,000 a month at 20 years old. And women should approach you. What they get, they don't even get a big dick.
Niggas start laughing.
Evil.
Women ain't the problem, bruh. Ain't no energy out women.
Oh shit!
I love it.
You got a big dick, huh?
Can't do
you
nothing.
have a big dick.
Nigga say, what you mean?
What you say?
It's a
He
yes
say it's
or no.
above average. It's not like Ron Jeremy or nothing, but it's above average.
You don't have a big dick. You don't have a big wallet.
First off, for him
You
to
just
name
big.
another man
And
with a
you
penis. And he named his whole Ron Jeremy. I don't even know who this nigga is.
White dude.
White dude. Oh, I don't even know who this nigga is. And you naming a dude
Fam.
about his dick, man. So that means you dick watch. That nigga be watching pornos to dick watch. Oh yeah.
I mean, I ain't,
Look how
you
deep
know.
it's going in it.
I mean, I'm above average.
But you know, he say, how much do you make? He say, I make like 400 every 2 weeks. So
Damn.
Even though he's 20, I understand, but still.
when I was 20, I was making way more than 400.
In fact, absolutely. Absolutely.
What the fuck he work at?
Nigga ain't, nigga work 10 hours a day,
No, bro.
20 hours
Say you make less than 10,000
10 hours a week.
No, bro. I can't do it.
But I played a clip to say this, right? Because a lot of women, again, they get on him for being this misogynist. Oh, look how he talks to women and this, that, and the third. He talks to everybody like that. Everybody.
They ain't say nothing about this. Let me put it to you this way. No woman said anything about this video except for jokes and laughter.
Exactly.
Nothing else. I ain't seen one bad comment from a woman about this whole video when it first came out. Now, I don't know about how it's circling around again, so I don't know how it's going now. But
Not the same
Yeah, I
thing.
remember seeing that.
when it first came out, I didn't see one negative comment from a woman.
Everybody was dying
Literally.
laughing, joking on that man.
Then no, it's the same energy.
Because it's the truth.
Real tears. He's a fat fucker in quotes.
It's the truth.
He cleared that mother effer the F out.
But if you switch roles, he didn't even say it. He wasn't even that bad to the girl, though.
Nope.
Nah.
He called her, well, she called herself a 6.
Right.
And he just went on with that.
Yep.
This dude said his dick is small. He a fat fuck.
Don't make no money.
Don't make no money.
He ate his ass up. Oh my God. These are women's comments that I'm reading. Yeah.
Like-
Say, I played this shit 40 times. I can't laugh my ass off.
I mean, it's...
Yeah. So
Energy never the same.
where's the energy? When he was calling that girl average at best, which is what she called herself, he was every terrible man in the book. But when he's smoking a man, it's funny. Everything is just comedy now. Everything is funny. That's the shit I be talking about, bro.
It's no, he could have came at her, came at him a different way. It's none of that.
Tone, his delivery
his
was off.
delivery
He didn't. I didn't see one comment about tone or delivery. And let me look again. Maybe I missed it.
I'm telling you, it's not.
I didn't see nothing about tone or delivery.
And this is the second go around of it.
Yep.
Why? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah.
Yep.
So, I don't know what to add to that, man.
That shit is funny.
But it is hilarious
gonna lie
though.
That's just shit. That's also the reality, though.
That's facts.
That's-
You 20 years old, you want to get your. If that was me, if I was 20 years old, 285 pounds, making a little bit of money, and I'm on.
I think he more than 285.
Even if
I
I'm
think he
more than
lied.
that-
Yeah, he lied. He lied.
even if I'm more than that, whatever the case may be, man, I'd be like, dog, you ain't about to talk to me this way. I'm about to get my ass in the gym.
For real.
And when I come back, I'm going to thank you for being honest with me.
Right.
And obviously, nobody around him.
But when I come back, I'm coming for your hoes, not just the other hoes.
Ain't nobody around them kept it real. That's what a lot of people. Nobody around you keep it real whenever you ask, hey, how I look. Look fat.
It's a
You
fact.
fat as fuck. You could ask all my boys on here. If I think you fat, I'm going to call you fat.
Can't think everybody fat.
You think
Hey.
everybody fat?
I do. If you ain't working out in the gym, I'm going to tell you fat.
But I'll be in shape and you still call me fat. So
But you still fat.
But you be fat.
You ain't at your optimal prime
I'm
yet.
220. Nigga, I ain't
Optimum
fat.
prime.
Are you at your prime yet?
220.
Tell me, are you at your prime yet? Yes or no?
More prime
But
than you.
what-
Are you at your prime? Don't say,
prime
don't
than you?
put, don't
What if
put.
my sex game at its prime? Then am I doing something wrong?
No.
You ain't fucking me, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, if you ain't at your, this is my way of motivating you. Because if I keep on calling you fat, you're gonna be like, hey, I ain't fat. Now I'm getting in the gym. Now it's a competition. Now You gonna start
If
trying
you
to
call me
compete with
fat,
me?
I wouldn't
Nah,
care.
but
let's
you
keep
know
on
he was
going.
hurt. Nah, that only bothered certain people, man. He was hurt. He
It
was hurt
bothers
about
people
that.
that's not in tune with themselves.
He was hurt about that. Plus, he had a little dick, making $400 a week.
That's
he was all the way hurt
That is
around
insane.
the table, baby.
Yup.
All the way hurt around the table.
You ain't got nothing in your plan. For focus on your seed.
That's what I'm about to say. So
Focus on your
what
seed.
advice would y'all give?
Get your money up. First of all, hit the gym because you definitely ain't pulling no bitches if you fat. Well, I lied.
No.
I lied.
No, you can pull bitches.
But you
You
need some
gotta get
money.
some money.
Need some money though. So I mean,
It
so
ain't even about. It
something
ain't even
gotta-
about the money, really. It's about just yourself. Your being in love with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Happy with what you see in the mirror. If you big, then you big. And you know, some people can't help but be big. That's just facts. They just their body, their DNA is just they're just big people. But whenever you look in the mirror, when you wake up, you ain't got to call in a Kevin Samuel shoulder. Ask what you need, what you got to do this and do that. I feel like people that's in love with themselves and happy with who they are, they ain't calling into that show. They know what they bring to the table. They know what they look like. They're confident in their own appearance and what they can do and what they can't do. So I think what he should do is get on his shit. If he's not happy with what he looks like, start working out. If he's not happy with what he makes, start doing that. If he's looking for a certain type of woman, look at what those certain type of women are looking for. The reality is people that look a certain way are looking for a certain type of people.
Yep.
It's hard for people to understand that. Like, I'm not gonna sit here if I make a certain amount of money, I'm not gonna look for somebody that makes $2 million a year because I know I'm not in that bracket. It's just not gonna work that way. Nobody wants to step down on what they make to support somebody else because their lifestyle is totally different for what I'm making. So I mean, you just gotta know your budget and your time frame. You're 20 years old. You want to live longer. Your health needs to be on the top end of that bargain. Money aside, you only 20. I mean, you got plenty of time to make money. Plenty of time.
Yeah, I would agree. And again, man, I just want people. I wish people confidence was a little bit higher because you could just tell like when they calling into these shows because it ain't just Kevin Samuels. It's like they got women that call into I guess to get advice and different things like that, and you get the same problems. Like I'm in this clubhouse like group or whatever, and we be having women on stage that ask us a bunch of questions. And you can just tell just from the questions, like they not confident in what they see in the mirror, bro. Just like I got a guy that's that I like, but he's not returning my text. I text him at 8:00. He'll text me at 10 p.m. or he'll like say that we gonna kick it when I get to a city, and then when I get to a city he ghosts me and different things. It's just like to us it's obvious what the answer is, but to them it's like they really confused because their confidence is not where it needs to be. And that's what I think people got to work on, man. It's like Kenny talk about. You got to work on yourself, man. Whatever it takes, get in shape.
I do virtual sessions too, by the way.
man.
So
Don't judge your self-worth based on what
other people
you see on the other side of you. Like a lot of people think, okay, I'm like a 5, but if I get with this guy that's a 10, a 9,
Oh man,
that means that's who I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't belong in a good type of scenario around good people because I just don't look that way. I'm just not that confident. But if I get with this person, this 9, even though he's treating me dirty and doing me wrong, just because I'm beside him, that makes me a 10. I don't care about that.
or just because she's with him that he likes her. That's what they think too. Like just because you with him that he likes you. No, you're just easily accessible.
oh man,
I say it all the time. Stand on your morals and your ground.
yeah,
Gullible people, man. Gullible.
They are. It's actually sad. It is.
yeah, it is.
Because I be on Clubhouse like, damn.
Well,
I really don't even speak on Clubhouse. But you be hearing them stories. I be like, are you seriously hear what you're saying right now?
They be
Like,
dead serious.
You always going out your way
And
to
then on
see
top
him.
of that,
He
they
never come
still
to
be
see
in
you.
love with the person.
Like that shit don't make no sense.
like the other day, I wanted to cuss that girl out.
She
dog.
kept bringing that back up,
Like,
baby.
fam, it's over. And even if you listen to this podcast, you know what we talking about.
It's over.
It's over. Leave it alone.
Yeah, people got to wake up, man. At the end of the day, bro. Like again, why would you want to be in a relationship with somebody that's not valuing you? Like regardless, like even if he wakes up tomorrow and starts treating you good, it was a long amount of time to where he was not valuing you. Why would you want to be with somebody like that?
I just said the same shit early this morning. Why are you giving up sex to somebody that brings you nothing but doesn't add no value to you?
Zero.
When you're done, you regret it. Why are you doing that?
Temporary pleasure.
Maybe he got a big dick.
Whatever. It's not average. It's not.
I say, which is what I think be the answer most of the time. Because you could just hear them, like, when they ask the questions, they be trying to talk themselves back into it. You'll be telling them some advice, like, baby, look, man, you better than that. You need to go ahead and leave that alone. But, like, he doesn't always, it's not a consistent thing, but it's just sometimes, no, it's not sometimes. You trying to, like, pad it and make it, but no, what it is what you said the first time. Because that's what raw emotion is. Then you heard my response, and now you trying to make excuses for him. That's what you wired to do, because your confidence not where it need to be. No, it's not that complicated. When you get into a situation, I want this, I require this, I expect this, I'm not dealing with this. Period. Once they start giving you the I'm not dealing with category, once they start violating that, it's time to go. It's simple and plain. It's not a, you know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of thought. It's not a lot of gray area that goes into it. And that's what I was talking about on Twitter. I'm not a gray area type of person. It's black or it's white. Stop complicating shit, bro, and wasting years of your life, 5-6 years down the line. Now you done left the relationship. I gave 6-7 years of my life to him, and he just took advantage of me. No. You gave 6 to 7 years to your life to him. You said it right. He didn't take advantage of shit. You handed it to him on a silver fucking platter.
Wasted vagina.
Jesus Christ.
And now you got 2 kids.
Now you got to pay for your side
And his sides.
and I got to pay.
His sides. I see what you did. I see what you did. These guys are good, man. These guys are good.
Anyways, all right, let's get it moving.
Oh my God. Yeah, speaking of waking up, man, there was a clip that went kind of viral online and got sent to us, and they were speaking about just black folks in general, about how, you know, people be on Twitter, Instagram being fake woke, this, that, and the third. So it was a guy that said that black folks are not really woke. They are, well, I'm just gonna play the clip, and I want to get y'all responses on how correct he is in that assessment.
Direction, just because 2020 was very eye-opening for me when I think about our community. It showed me that we're not as conscious as we proclaim to be. We're still very compulsive. We use that word woke very fluidly, and the reality is we're compulsive. Ooh. They can put anything on television, anything happen, and we quickly react to it. I just think that oftentimes, in order to get us to move in a direction, it's not hard. It's like pulling a string to get the results that any one group of people, and I'm not talking race, I'm talking system, any one group of people, in order to get my community to respond or react, it is not difficult at all because we're so compulsive. And I think that as a people going forward, we have to use this at a greater capacity and become more conscious of what's going on around us and the powers that are behind it. I could say a whole lot there, but we have to grow in that area.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
You want lying? You want lying one bit? Niggas be fake woke out here, man. Fake folk.
Said, we are not woke, we are compulsive, which means that we are reactionary, which means that the only time we really move is when we are baited to do so.
Yep.
And that's why that we have the shortcomings we have as far as a culture in regards to everybody else and other races and other ethnicities. And I agree with that 1,000%, because we say it all the time, you know, the only time that people get fake woke is when somebody gets shot by police or something online, and then they fake woke for, you know, 3-4 days or something, and then it's back to regularly scheduled programming. It's back to, okay, this celebrity cheating on that celebrity, or that celebrity doing this, that, and the third, or just a bunch of drama, gossip, VH1.
Pass that offering plate.
I remember a celebrity said something like that one time. I ain't gonna say no names. Drake.
Yep. He definitely did on that 30 for 30 freestyle you talking about, right? Yep. So it's just, we never gonna make the progress that we supposed to make until it becomes a consistent thing.
Be every day.
It's not a reactionary thing. It's okay. This is a system that we need to set in place to where we can be on the same page at all times, or at least most of the time. Because don't get me wrong, we're gonna disagree sometimes, and that's fine. But so we can be on the same page at all times. But right now, we rarely ever on the same page until a tragedy happens. And I feel like that plays a hell of a role in why we are not
It's only
advancing.
tragedy to the police. It ain't tragedy in your neighborhood. It's gonna start with that.
Yeah.
You see motherfuckers killing each other all the time. You don't never see, you know what I'm saying, people coming together like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying, we need to stop all this type of shit. It's we going to lay the whole block down. That's how it go.
Right.
Because we feed that.
Yeah.
It's in our music. We feed that.
And that's what I was gonna ask. Like, why do you feel like we do that?
Yeah.
Why do you feel like we feed that?
Man, that's a deep question. I mean, I didn't even grow up in that lifestyle, honestly. So, what? I ain't got to say honestly. Everybody know I ain't grow up in that lifestyle. But it's just the fact that we like that. Like, that's just like an adrenaline rush to us. I don't know, man. That stuff. I mean, I'm sitting there listening to Pooh Shiesty. I mean, that's all they talk. I mean, that's all they talk about.
That's
honestly.
culture. That's what we listen
Lay
to.
this person down, put them on a shirt, blah blah blah. You know, I'm rocking with that. That's in my car hard.
That's everything that's out there right now. That's everything that's going on.
But that's saying we not gonna stand for that on this block. You know what I'm saying? Or on this side of the turf. We not standing for that. You kill one of ours, we gonna kill one of y'all's.
But why are you even? First of all, why are we arguing over turf?
That's the way.
That's what I don't agree on.
That's the way it was set up for us to design.
Why the fuck are we arguing over turf?
That was the way it was set up for us to work.
No, it wasn't set up.
And that's
who populate the ghettos? Who populate the ghettos?
But that's not how it was.
That's the problem.
It was up to police.
Who populate the ghettos? I can tell you right now, bro. You go to the ghetto, bro. You go live in the ghetto. You gonna know your neighbors. You gonna know your messy neighbors. You gonna know the motherfuckers that's loud and all that type of shit. You move in the suburbs. You ain't gonna know that too much. You barely gonna know your neighbor. I see my neighbors a lot. I barely know their name. Matter of fact, I don't even. To be honest with you, I don't even know their name. I say, "What's up?" Go back in the house. You stay in the hood. Your neighbors shoulder to shoulder with you. You get what I'm saying? So it's shit like that.
In the suburbs, people really don't stay in their house for too long. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
And in the ghetto, you were there. Your whole family didn't grow up through there.
Exactly.
Literally, it's like 3 years of
exactly. And within that ghetto, you got people. Within that ghetto, you or trailer park, wherever the fuck you at, you got people that got problems with other people in that motherfucker. Inside the turf already. Got problems with other people. You get what I'm saying? So shit happen like that. Then on top of that, your kids going outside, they form a little gang. You know what I'm saying? And now they beefing with the other gang that they go to school with that's from the other block or from the other neighborhood. Shit happen like that.
I understand that, but it's all for no reason at all. It's for made up. Like this is my territory.
But what else you gonna do though when you ain't got nothing else? What else you gonna do? For a black kid in that situation, what else you got?
You ain't got no turf really. Because when the cops come by, I tell you to get out there, bitch.
Exactly. But that's how it worked though.
I know how it works, but we're trying to.
In this multi-million-dollar establishment, which is the ghetto, because that somebody owns that, a white person owns that building. That's just what it is. That's a multi-million-dollar establishment. You don't own a piece of nothing in there.
I understand,
but that's your turf.
But why?
And that's how we built. That's how the game was rigged for us.
The game was not.
But
like
we can't put on that's how it is. So let's just follow by.
That's what
that's the problem.
No, but I'm saying that's how the game was rigged for us. It ain't how it is. It's just how the game was rigged for us.
It wasn't necessarily. I feel
you let too many black people. You let too many black people start getting some money to supply for their family. You better believe they gonna move that goalpost. You better believe it.
I understand that, but still, like we still. Despite all that, though, a lot of that we still put on ourselves too, because we could have did other things with that. Older, who.
But most people can't see past. You got to realize, no matter who you is, and I'm not just talking for black and white. I'm talking for everybody. The majority can't see past what's in front of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The majority, because majority is living check to check, or you know what I'm saying. They trying to make sure they can provide for them kids they got there. So they're not thinking about. You know what I'm saying? What I can mold my child to be, or what I can become to take my kids or my family about this situation. They're not thinking about that. They just thinking about survival. Mm-hmm. And when you think about survival, you doing anything. You doing anything to survive. And that's what most people doing. And that's what we've been doing for a long time.
We've been working
since
backwards.
We've been here.
We've been working backwards.
Since they dragged us here, this is what we've been doing.
Yeah, we've been trying to survive instead of just actually having time to plan.
Exactly. We ain't really been living.
We've really been just surviving.
You get what I'm saying? And the ones that do make it out to live, if you the first of your generation, you not really living because you protecting shit. Your kids the one gonna see your product of what you laid. You get what I'm saying? You gonna feel it a little bit, but you ain't gonna feel it how they feel it because they ain't gotta work for nothing. All they got to do is sustain now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what us at this table is trying to get to. You get what I'm saying? So our kids, in a sense, are gonna be the first fruit, so to speak. We just the tree.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But most of us don't make it to the tree. Most of us don't make it from there. And that's the problem.
Which is why I feel like we got the opportunity to change that with this era right now. Just like, again, we speak about it all the time. Like, the reason we in the predicament we in is just misinformation and not being educated and all of that different things like that. But we are in the information era. It ain't nothing that we can't go on this phone right now. I can type in and find out in 5 minutes. We need to start using that to our advantage. It's like when one of us come up on a play, again, society has ingrained in us because we all grow up, well, not all, but a lot of us grow up in impoverished situations. So it's like, you know, if I find me a little lick, I'm about to hold on to that for dear life and get up out the situation. And then, hey, whatever, y'all on your own. Instead of like, hey, I found a lick. Hey, I'm gonna put you on. You put him on. You put him on. You put him on. So now everybody on the lick, and then we can rise together because we on the same page. And I think that's what he's speaking to. It's about us being on the same page and not just being so compulsive and not being so selfish. Now, the reason we are selfish is not our fault. And I think that's what both of y'all are saying. Both of y'all are saying the same thing. This the system that we came up in is, you know, we came into this country at a disadvantage, and we still climbing our way out of that. And we ain't nowhere close to being even, but we still trying to climb our way. But how we can expedite that, I feel like, is if we start working together and like moving as one, because that's what the Jewish people are doing. That's what even the Spanish people is doing. You got people living, you know, 2-3 bedroom house. It's 10 people in there. Everybody working. Everybody bringing some money to the house. Asian folks the same way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but us, we don't move like that. We want to have a house that's better than the other black person in the neighborhood. We want to have a car that's better than theirs. Instead of, you know what, let's put all our resources together and let's see what we can do with that. Mm-hmm. That's why you got, you know, foreigners coming to this country and owning a gas station in less than 2 years. Mm-hmm. Black folks been in the neighborhood, just like Kenny said, 3 decades, and we don't own nothing in it. This man came over here in 2 years from another country, and he owns 5 gas stations in this country that fast. Why? Because they pooling their stuff together. If you ask these people, it's 2-3 families in one house. But everybody owns a business.
They also get government assistance to do that.
But we get government assistance too. But what do we do with it though?
They come over here with a free line of credit.
Yeah, but we do get benefits though. We get a lot of benefits.
You give me a free line of credit, I'd have got me a gas station too.
Fam, they got people living in or used to live in Carver I know because my grandpa brother used to live over there. They paying $13 in rent, and he working at the refinery. He was in that project for shit till he died. That was 20-something years. Why is that? It's no reason for that, bro. And it's a lot of people in there doing the same thing. You got people in there that's selling drugs, doing whatever. Your rent is $13, $30, $20. It's no reason.
But they got the flyers whip out there though.
Bingo, and that's what I'm talking about.
They ain't even got no fly whip, but let's keep on going.
You know, you're right.
Yeah, right. But it's, you know what I'm saying. But it's no excuse for that. When I can log on this phone and find out how to get an LLC, I can log on this phone and find out how to get a business. These foreigners come over, they don't even speak English, and they own businesses that fast.
Another thing
that's because their lifestyle is not built on
showing shit up.
Impressions.
Exactly, mm-hmm. And that's the problem.
The whole black community is built on, hey, I'm get this gold, this chain, these shoes, this belt, fashion.
That's it.
Fashion kills us.
Facts.
But shit, not only that, how about people having to leave the house at 16, 17, 18 with nothing, having to do everything on their own when they could have been in the house saving money or doing whatever. Like they get kind of forced out or the relationship is bad, so like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it on my own because that's what they saw. Mm-hmm. So that's another, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different avenues that hurt us. See, the difference with us and other people is that other niggas listen to that music and feeling like they got to go live it. We listening to it and compartmentalizing it. It's like, okay, that's rap. He's rap. Like, who's saying out here robbing niggas? He making $30,000 a show. What is he out here shooting and robbing people for? But they got some people that listen to that and feel like they got to abide by it.
It influences them.
That really hurt us right now.
Them. I mean, it's
on both sides. Women too. All the ass that they showing every day. They selling sex like it's nothing. Like that's just what it is. Most of the hottest female rappers right now, they just call it what it is. Most of the hottest female rappers right now are showing their ass or titties. Yeah, and then going home and in a happy relationship. It's just like Beyonce. Beyonce song Irreplaceable. Tell a nigga to the left, all that nonsense. She going home to her happy husband.
But she influencing women out here to break up with theirs, and that's not I'm not against me. I love Beyonce. I'm king of the Bay High. You understand me? But what I'm saying is, people got to be able to compartmentalize. Listen, that music is music. She's an artist. She writing stuff from her, perspective, or maybe a third person perspective, but it's music. Don't live your life by that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we gotta do better. Speaking of doing better and advancing us as a culture, my wife sent me a clip that I think is pretty dope. I think we covered this a little bit in the past, but I just want to kind of get y'all idea on it. This is off of the I Am Athlete podcast with Brandon Marshall and them, and they speaking on, like once you make it, how you help family members and bring the the rest of the tribe along. So I want y'all to hear this.
Tonight, and I'm on ESPN, and you see a guy gets the phone call. Hello, yeah, this is Coach Shanahan from the Denver Broncos. We're going to select you with the next pick. And then all of a sudden it happens, boom. And what do you see? Not just him crying. Everybody. Why are they crying? So for me, man, like I know one of the biggest challenges for me and something I struggled navigating throughout the whole 13 years was how to help friends and family.
It was tough on me because I was extremely family-oriented. Like I think a lot of us are. We're very family-oriented. Everybody behind you, they come to your high school games. They fly into your college games. They, you know what I'm saying? They're there with you. But, bro, as soon as you touch the NFL, and this is a thing that people think about, but they don't really think about. Everybody thinks as soon as you touch the league, you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
As soon as you get drafted, even 7-6 round, you're a millionaire. And it's not like that. But when I had nobody living in Miami. I didn't know I was getting drafted to the Dolphins. I was in Atlanta. My sister was in Atlanta. I get drafted to the Dolphins. As soon as I get drafted, my mom moves to Miami. My sisters moved to Miami. My brother-in-law, my niece, and my nephew, because now, like you said, we made it. We made it. And that was a tough thing for me, was to look at, like, I don't just need to take care of myself. I just didn't make it. I have to think about everybody. I have to try to set everybody up. And we were talking about it off air where you were like, you wanted everybody to have a business. You wanted everybody to try to kind of feed off you. And I think that's the flaw. As an older man now, I didn't know this as a 20-year-old rookie, but as an older man now, you can't save everyone. If you give all your money out, then you're going to be broke and you can't help anybody now when we've all been retired for years.
Okay, so you came in the league with that mentality. When did it shift? And when it did shift for you, was there any relationships broken?
A lot of relationships broken. A lot, because one thing I did was I would always tell people, if you're paying rent, I will front the 20% mortgage. But a lot of people don't know this. Like, you can front 20% mortgage and get a hell of a rate. If you can put 20% on the table up front on whatever house or apartment or condo you have, you can get a hell of a rate. Right now you can get under 4%, but you can get 4 to 5%, where I would say, so you're paying this person $1,500 a month. I'll pay 20% down, find a place that you can get where you're paying me $1,300 a month. And I own the place, and you can live there, and instead of paying them, pay me. It sounds good until they get resentment towards you for being their landlord. Yep. And that's the smart way to do it, but to be able to tell your cousin or your sister or your brother or your mom, I'm your landlord, and whatever way you put it, that's an uncomfortable conversation. So I think for people that new money is what you're talking about, people with new money.
Yeah.
You have to have uncomfortable conversations with your siblings, with your loved ones, because if we all are happy, we all are broke. And that's how I really feel about this whole conversation about one person having this and everybody else trying to get. If we're all happy, we're all broke. Somebody has to set a standard.
I always felt like it wasn't a blessing just for me to make, it was a blessing for my family. Because we're trying to break generational curses. And we're trying to break the cycle. And I felt like, okay, don't use me, but use me. You know what I mean?
I like that.
I made it. We got the bag. Now bring me a business plan, something that makes sense. And I'm going to invest in that. And I couldn't understand, bro, for 13 years telling people around me. And what I did was, when we was in Miami, it took me 4 years to do that. I drew a circle and I put names in here. Aunt Ronnie, Aunt Ann, this person, brother, sister, boom. I said, okay, if these people come to me with they thing, with everything together, I got them. I'll never say no. And bro, nobody around me right now I can say is good. And to me, that's the biggest failure in my career.
They're not good.
They're not good.
So the percentage that you invested in, none of them turned out?
I never invested. They never came to me with a business plan.
Same exact
No, they
thing.
never came to me with a business plan. I had people.
They just wanted a handout.
But I got there's people never asked me for things.
Right.
I'm begging them.
Do something.
Please.
Right.
I'll find a consultant. You don't know, find a consultant. I'll pay for the consultant to teach you how to put together a business plan. But let me help you, because when this game is taken away from me and I'm married and I got kids, that's the first responsibility. And I say it to everybody, mom, dad, brother, sister. I can do it now making $10+ million a year. But when that ain't coming in like that and I got to make that decision, I'm letting you guys know right now I'm going this way.
First off, shout out to the I Am Athlete podcast. I love that damn. Them boys be on there talking, man. Shout out to Ocho. Listening to that clip, man, what are y'all thoughts on that?
Hey, man, he was right. Hey, but what's it? Brandon Marshall, generous. That's generous. You know what I'm saying? And he was thinking like outside of himself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know business, but how he was thinking was, if enough of y'all put yourself in position before I leave this game, when I step away, we all rich.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he was like, I was begging.
And it's your name, under your stuff.
It's under your shit.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because for him, he looking at it like, I'm always have money.
I'm good, yeah.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But to make sure y'all straight, y'all ain't got to ask me for nothing. Look, man, go get you a consultant. You know what I'm saying?
He said he'll pay for the consultant.
Yeah, you need me to pay for it? I'll pay for that consultant. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be drops in the bucket for what you're going to receive on the back end. Mm-hmm. Now you won't never need me, because your first win or your first big win like that, you never need nobody. Now you can help the next man. You know what I'm saying? But like old boy say, a lot of people, they not in it for that. Mm-hmm. They just want the handout.
Yep.
Man, just give me some money.
I think some people are just scared to ask for help. I've offered that to people before.
What?
Hey, bring me a business plan. What you need? I'll help you out. Just give me something to work with. I've done it to Otis. Give me something you need to work with. Let's do it. I got money to back it. Let's do it. Have you brought me a business plan? No. And I think it's because some people just want to do it on their own. They just want to do it on their own.
Yeah, I want to do it on my own.
That's what Otis wants. He wants to do it on his own. So no matter how much I beg and ask family members to do it, they're just driven. That's how Otis is. He's driven to want to do it on his own.
But he was referencing, their conversation was centered around the people that asked him for things.
Right.
Well, he said that some of those people didn't ask him for anything.
Yeah,
he was begging them to ask him for stuff, and they didn't ask him for anything.
But that's the ones he respected. That's like y'all. You get what I'm saying? I get $1 million. Of course I'm gonna be, hey man, do something, nigga. We need something.
Yeah, but
you get what I'm saying? But for people I don't have that type of love and respect for, and you just asking me for money, bring me a business plan. I need that.
No, I think he was saying the people that he had respect for to bring him a business plan so they can put him on, and they weren't bringing him none of that.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And that circle was his aunt, his brothers, his sisters, all that people he had respect for to bring him a business plan. He'll pay for anything, and they wasn't bringing him anything. And I was saying that's probably because they just wanted to do it on their own.
Yeah.
Some people envy other people that's got more than them, and they want to be better than them. And to be better than them, they want to do it on their own. Just like they think, hey, he made it to the NFL. He did it on his own. That's him. I don't want to go there and ask or be a burden upon him. Even though he's saying it's good, I still feel like it's a burden upon somebody. Just how I am. Yeah. I feel like I'm a burden to my dad. Yeah, like he'll tell me, hey, whatever you need for Krew season, whatever you need for anything you want to do, I got you. Let's do it.
Right.
And I still feel like, hey, I don't want your help. I just want to do it on my own.
Right.
But oh boy,
and that's
the
what I'm
other
saying
cat
for Otis
too. What's his name, man? I forget his name.
Which one? Light skin one?
Yeah.
Channing. Channing Frye.
On his part, he was saying people were just asking
Channing
asking for money. Everybody also moved to Miami. Brother-in-law moved to Miami.
But like he said, I say that all the time. Everybody ain't meant.
Hell no.
Everybody ain't meant to go.
Hell no.
You get what I'm saying?
If I ever get to that type of money, I'm not the person that's just gonna give you it because you family. I'm just not. You have to come to me and show me that you're gonna use this money to be beneficial towards you. Not just I give you 10, 20, 30 bands and
your family.
You going to Louis, you going here, you going there, you going. What are you doing?
Next week you back. Hey, I need another 30.
Yeah, I need what?
What?
That be the problem. They be thinking that just because you made it, that they supposed to live your lifestyle,
Right?
Because you made, and that's the issue. It ain't even the
attached
handout.
to you some kind of way,
right? Just like you said, like you don't even have a job. Why are you going to the Louis store?
Exactly.
You don't have no money coming in. It's my money. You asking me for money so you can go look like we on the same level or look like we. No, we not. If you gonna ask me for some money, go flip it. And that's what I would do in that situation. Even though I'm just not built to ask people for money. That's not how I'm cut. And that's why I get into it with my parents a lot about that. Oh, you should have came in. Nah, let me figure it out. If it gets to a dire situation, then I'll come to you. But it's not dire. Me just not having or going without and being able to make it, that's not dire. So I'm not gonna ask in that situation. But there are a lot of people that are in dire, that are in, not in dire situations, ask you for it, blow it, and then come right back to you and ask you for some more. And it's just like, fam.
Man, you got it. I know you got it.
Right. I know
And
you
had
got
the nerve to be mad when you tell them no.
Right.
And I don't even agree with whatever his name is, the light skin
Shannon Crowder.
Yeah, Shannon Crowder. About becoming a landlord to somebody that's your relative or something like that, like having that hard conversation. I wouldn't do it at all.
Me neither. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Period. That's just a totally bad decision.
Now it ain't really bad. What he said was smart. It was in an ideal world.
It's a good
that was
investment.
smart.
Yeah.
That was smart.
We don't live in an ideal world.
Exactly.
Problem.
Exactly.
So,
but
let's
when
get to
people
reality.
think you family, they feel they can short you on things.
Yeah.
Because you ain't gonna make it 3 months before. I can't pay it this month,
Yeah,
man.
you know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna make it 3 months into that.
You think 1,300 gonna hurt you like that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fam, I'm not dealing with that. If I own
and they
any type
not
of property,
thinking about motherfucker. I still got to make payments on this bitch. If you break something, who you calling? You don't know how to work on
It's a
nothing.
huge crib too.
But
I'm
see
not
that,
putting 20% down on anything that you couldn't afford without me.
Exactly.
but which is the wild part? He put all that money down so he could bring it to a feasible place for you. Because you probably paying $1,300 in your apartment right now. I'm putting all this upfront money down so you can pay $1,300 in this house.
Yes.
And you still not gonna want to pay me just because I'm the landlord now, and you gonna feel like you could finesse. Man, I can't make it this month. I got no. But before I made the league, you was staying in that apartment. You was making that rent every goddamn month. You didn't miss a month.
You should be able to understand.
See, no. And that's the problem. But then, just like Smooth said, when you tell them no, now it's like you never said yes ever. Now they calling you a sellout, and he done changed, and he this, he that, he stuck up, he. You know what I mean? When you done walked them to the well, but they don't want to dip the damn bucket in there to get their own water.
Exactly.
So yeah, nah, man, I ain't for that. I'm all for, again. It's messed up, but
And
it's
these the same people that when he died, they're gonna try to fight over his will.
of course,
That shit ain't messed up. Fuck that.
of course.
It's mine.
Yeah, it's just like
What's mine on my side, it was yours is on your side. Whatever I choose to do with my money.
But that's how people, dog. That's how we be feeling, bro. Motherfuckers be doing that to people, man. And don't think about the other person's sanity, who all they gotta feed, all this type of shit. What all they dealing with, because you playing in the league. Yeah, on TV all we see is football, but behind it, it's all business,
there's a
baby.
lot that go into that, man.
It's all business. And then on top of that, I still gotta go work out. Oh, I got a kid. I got a baby mom, so I got a wife. And you still asking me
And
for
a side
money.
chick.
And I got a side chick. I got a side chick in every state I visit during the season.
Side chicken and side baby.
She
that ain't
always
baby.
asking for money.
You get what I'm saying? I got a lot of people I'm feeding. And you just want to ask for money just cause we family.
Yep.
You ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to start no business. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna buy this McDonald's over here, man. Look, they got a McDonald's 3 miles down the street. I'm gonna put one on this side. You get what I'm saying? Where people coming out at, and they ain't got a circle around. Cool. Let's buy that motherfucker. Yeah, I drop 200 on it. When I recruit that 200 and the extra 100 on top, since we family, you can have it.
They lazy, dog.
Now you got something for life. But they don't think like that. They'll think, oh man, I'm gonna get this hundo. Oh, I'm about to go get me the flies car on the lot. Go get the supercharged truck and all that type of shit. Have 10,000 left. You can't make insurance after 2 months.
Straight up.
Come on,
You
bro.
ain't lying.
Come on, bro.
But I got a question. Why do you think people in our predicament? 4 guys, we well off. Why we don't all put in and buy like a property together?
And I was just talking about that with 4 days ago about that. Which I said next time we all got together we was gonna speak about that. It's time for us to get us a
You done mentioned
storefront.
it. Kenny mentioned it too.
But yeah,
Sometime.
Kenny been talking about it forever.
I think that happens a lot with young black brothers in a group, or young, old. It don't matter. Like, be 5 is all in a group, and nobody ever comes to agreement of, hey, let's all just put this money in one location.
Right.
Like, hey, we could just make $20 a month off it.
Yeah, I mean, but
$100 a month off it.
But it's ours.
But it's ours, you know, and that can start another, you know, just grow us. I think as a society, I think we need to start doing that. Like,
we're gonna talk about that more off the podcast. We don't want to give them too much of that. Yeah. But you 1,000% right. Me and O was just talking about that a couple days ago.
We think one person has to make it big, make those millions before we start to make big moves, make business moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he got to go to the league. He got to be a rapper first before we start doing anything. Because we ain't gonna have enough money. Loans are out there.
Yeah.
Use other people's money. That way you fail, you can file Chapter 11 on them hoes.
You got 4 people co-sign on a loan, you know, and 4 of y'all on this that make above 60 together. Shit, I mean, they gonna be like, oh, what you need?
Right.
500,000. There you go.
Right.
I got 4 people I could call up to get this money back.
But see that's what them white folks be doing.
That's what they do.
And that's why
Asian,
you got them big ass mutual funds, them Asian, this, that, and the third. You
it
got
don't matter.
20 people going into one trust, or 30 people going, hey, I'm putting 20,000 in there this year. You putting 20,000, you putting 20,000. We look up, we got a $3 million trust that we could just make moves with.
I know a Chinese dude. He broke it down to us. I ain't gonna say the store, but we eat there out here. You know what I'm saying? And he broke it down to us. He was like, yeah, I'm here learning the business. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning at the ins and outs of the business of how it's supposed to be ran. You know what I'm saying? They already bought a building from me. We already got the building together. Stuff is already established in there. We just ain't running it yet because I don't know the business. And I'm like, damn. Like, y'all do that for everybody? Yeah, this my auntie stuff right here. My mom's got one on the other side of town. My dad got one on the north side.
That's what it's about.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just put together. All that's how we get it.
That's what it's about.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no stealing money from it. It ain't no people being mad about it. You know, you wait your turn. You wait your turn in line. When you born into the family, this is your turn. You are after this person. It's gonna happen. It may take 10 years, but it's gonna happen. You gonna have your own stuff. You gonna have your own money and all this type of stuff here. What? Like I tell people all the time, I'll wait 10 years to be rich any day.
Yeah, people want
shit. We done waited 30. We done waited 30 without it.
People want shit instantly. They want shit when they 20 years old. I want the truck.
Right.
Hey, and dude ain't doing that.
Dude was like 30. Dude was like 36 or something.
It's hard to realize that now. Like, now that I'm 30, I'm like, damn. I'm living my best life now that I'm 30. Like, when I was young, I was just, being reckless. But now I'm 30, I'm like, shit, I could do whatever the hell I want to do. Buy almost anything I want. Well, not almost. But
almost.
Go back.
Anything I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, things that I want, I can afford. And things I want to do that are upscale a little bit is I can afford to do it. And I still got more life to live.
And that's what I be thinking. I think a lot of us have a warped timetable in regards to that. Like, most people don't even start thinking like this until they 40 something. And it's like, okay, well, damn, I got a nice little stand. I know my boy got something. No, he got something. Hey, why don't we just? But just think if we thought like that at 25, 24.
We still be trying to figure shit out and survive. What are you talking about?
But the difference
trying
between
to show out.
Them,
that's what we be trying to do.
That too. Yeah.
And also just not having the information. Just not knowing who, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have people that just pass that game down to us because nobody above us did that.
I didn't know what the fuck I wanted. Now I know for sure I want a warehouse, grow my CBD in. You get what I'm saying? I know I want a storefront with my partners. I care less if it's a storefront. I care less if it's just a studio and we shoot the show and we rent the studio out. You get what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
if it's that, I'm cool with that.
It's opportunities out there. We just need to take advantage of it and stop putting excuses on why we haven't done what we done.
Exactly.
Simple and plain.
Why you haven't done.
And then with that type of storefront, like have a dedicated like room in there to where we discuss business as far as like signing other acts and other things around. Putting Houston on the map as far as the South in general, this part of the South, not Atlanta South, but
And with that being said, I get 90% of everything. All right, next question.
Niggas always got to go. See, this is why black folks can't do nothing.
This is why we can't do nothing right here. This is why we start making a little bit of something. You know what? I'm the one that started all this shit. Mr. Motherfucking thing
right now.
I fronted everything.
Matter of fact, I'm gone. We ain't even started shit yet.
You know what? I need half the business already. I'm gone.
Exactly what I'm
going to start my own business.
Hell no.
And now you got to plant dope on them and get them out the way.
To get my cut
He
back.
over there, officer. He over there.
Social Security numbers. Mama stay over here, sister over there. You might be hiding out in one of those spots.
I know it's in the trunk.
Gets off work about 7:15. Should be pulling up.
Straight up and down.
Hey, kid, you want to grab something to eat?
I didn't even know I had that hide compartment over there. What the hell?
Where is that in the trunk? You see they got that little the term knob.
Latch,
it's gonna
right
come
there by
down.
that light.
It's gonna come down.
Be in my car, but the dope on your side.
Oh,
What is this?
you motherfuckers? This how y'all gonna do me?
Oh my god!
I gotta make sure you don't leave. You try to leave me, it's gonna be a dirty war.
Kill, man.
Oh God! Look like he dropped something on the street corner right there.
Boy, say he snitching, telling it all. Damn me. All right, man. On that note, man, we're gonna get into quick hits.
We need to change up our little sound effects. We need that taps. Like that. That's what it's called, taps in the military. Burr, burr, burr.
Dog, I need that.
They play it.
when he did
Write them down so I can get it.
bro.
Matter of fact, I'll write it down. Hold on.
And it was immediate too. As soon as he clicked off, he hit the button and put his hand up. Bro, I was crying, bro. I was crying.
Nigga said, "Don't make me do this. I'm trying to be.
Dog.
You ain't. You know what I mean?
No, fuck that. When she said she was 5'2" and weighed 180, he played that boom, 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 boom.
Nah, that shit is hilarious.
Family, and he supposed to be coming out. We got to get something done.
No,
Yeah, we gotta hit him up.
We can't wait till you get out here, man.
So we're gonna have to.
That's gonna be funny. Dog, when he hit that button and put his hand up, bro, I was
Started
dead.
saluting.
I was dead, bro. I was dead. I almost lost it in the car.
Goodbye.
First quick hits question. I seen a tweet that said the following: if you dating to marry the homie, not the lover. How do you guys feel about that?
What?
So if you're trying to date to marry, it will behoove you to date the homie rather than the lover.
So you can cheat on the homie with the lover?
Or cheat on
Because, hey, bro, that's why people be stepping out, bro, because they physical needs are not being met. For real.
I need both. Go ahead.
But I'm just saying, she's saying marry the homie. The homie gonna stimulate your mind just a little bit.
Correct.
Keep you smiling a little bit.
But then
the sex game trash.
Exactly. They gonna be able to get that affection that you want.
You get what I'm saying? And then the lover sitting on the side, he a whole monster out here. You know he got hoes.
A whole monster.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. That's it.
Come on, man.
I need both.
I'm kind of torn with the
how it's
married
worded.
homie or best friend. Basically, that's what they're saying.
Well, not homie or like the one that you like physically like
That's
super
that's
attracted
your friend.
to.
Like that's marry your. When you say homie, you're saying your best friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Female best friend.
Female friend.
And that's how I'm torn with the homie part or the best friend part. Because females say, this is just my best friend. Don't worry about him. And I'm like, well, you call me your best friend. And you married to me or you talk to me, you know what I'm saying? We doing what we doing. So why would I let you go with somebody else that you call another sex your best friend?
Right.
And not feel like y'all can have the same intent. But anyways, married the lover, not the homie.
That is a hell of a point, man. It's a hell of a point because even when because you're right, she in that situation with you, her best friend, if y'all break up, guess where the first place she going? Eventually, like when she's ready for long term.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But just to add a little more context to the tweet, I think because I was in a clubhouse room the other day and they was talking about this. They was like, you want to marry the homie because that lover is not going to always look that good. Looks are going to fade.
Yep.
So you got to think 50 years down the line, who you going to be compatible with. And more times than not, they say you're going to be compatible with somebody that's a super close friend to you.
Absolutely.
So when they say
Rather than
lover, they're
love.
just thinking sexually.
Well, yeah, or just like the
physical.
person that just stimulates you in that area. More so.
That's what they talking about.
So like a little more physical.
Right.
I needed both.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna marry you, I need both.
They need to elaborate on the lover part. I'm sorry.
If God,
Because love shouldn't just be put on just a physical. Because if you're just saying on a physical intent, no, don't marry just your lover. Don't marry just the person that you just fucking. Right. Because I could just have a lot of fuck buddies, but that's just all it is. It's just sex. It's nothing like that.
Right.
But if you marrying your best friend and they ain't got no sex game,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But when I think of lover, it's like, I'm in love with this. Like, this is the person I love. Like, it's not just sex wise. It's just, all around. Like, when I'm with them, it's cool. We just vibing.
So they'll be the homie.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking out for him. No, that's not the homie.
Yeah, it is. You don't love me?
what?
I'm not in love with you.
Niggas gotta knock the shenanigans Oh,
I got love for you.
Pause.
I got love for you.
Hard pause.
I got love for you, but I'm not in love with you.
No, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like if they the homie that's your best friend, you still love him. So,
I got love for him,
but it
yeah.
can't be just like we got to be compatible outside of the physical, kind of what we're talking about. So it's just, like I said, I need the whole thing because with that, with us being able to bond and watch sports together.
Wait. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm not gonna let you finish that point.
What?
Because I think that's the reason that the question was asked, is because of course you want both. But if you had to choose one, if you were forced to choose one,
It's gonna be the homie though.
would you choose the homie or would you choose the one that stimulates you super in a sexual manner?
The homie gonna stimulate me sexually.
Yeah.
For me.
So you saying I stimulate you sexually?
See, that's you went too far.
Hey, I just reversed it back on you. I just reversed it back on you.
What I'm saying
You just told me, you just said, hey, I'm your homie, you don't love me. You don't love me. Okay, motherfucker, you said your homie stimulates you.
The chemistry is gonna make the sex good. Because they're the homie, because y'all relate so much, like it's gonna make everything else better.
I don't know about that.
So you tell me you'll be cool with your girl having a best friend, male best friend?
No, I didn't say that. We talk about me and her. That's the question, not somebody else. You added that other part in there.
Well, you said if you had to choose between the homie and the lover,
Forced to choose.
you would choose the homie,
No,
aka the best friend, right?
Well, I mean, it's a hold on, let me.
no, it wasn't like between. Okay, you changing it up just a tad bit.
No, I'm giving you the same example you
No,
gave
it
me
wasn't
about
the
the
same.
homie, and you just got, you don't love me, I'm your homie.
No, listen.
You don't love me.
I should bring it back one word at a time. But you heard the tweet. I ain't about to keep
So
saying
what we
this phone.
saying is,
If you dating, marry the
dating
homie,
to marry. If you're dating to marry,
you should marry the homie.
marry the homie or
Not
marry the lover.
Or you should marry the homie before the lover.
I say yes,
That's what the tweet said.
the homie. I would marry the homie because me and her got a connection, and I know. And like again, we thinking 50 years down the line, so I already know for the most part how the relationship gonna go because we've had a relationship. I'm with you because what we have is good. I'm comfortable with that. So obviously I'm going with. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
if we put it in that aspect that the homie stimulates your mind and you enjoy your time with them, that's what the homie is. He or she just stimulates your mind and you enjoy the time with them. It's like no bad endings. Y'all are just cool. And the lover is just the sexual, physical part. That's all it is. It's nothing else. Then yeah, go with the homie.
Right.
I would agree with that part.
Right. Yeah.
But we need a broader definition of what we're saying the lover is and what the homie is.
Right. Damn tweet went viral too. It was like 30-something thousand retweets. I'm just like, damn. It wasn't that much context involved.
But I mean, that's the hard part about it. If you say homie and lover, I mean, it's a reason why you have your best friend and then reason why you have your girlfriend or your boyfriend.
Yeah, because when I first seen it, I was like, I don't agree. I would go with the lover because, again, like the homie might be cool and we might have a lot of things in common. But if you don't stimulate me in that way, like in the sexual way, I'm going to be bored and I'm going to cheat on you. So that's going to mess up our friendship. You know what I'm saying? But say, for instance, the lover, the one that you get super stimulated by, you spend enough time around them, eventually they could grow into that. So that's how I was looking at it. And that's why I think made the situation so difficult.
What if they already a monster? Because if it's your lover, they already know they can finesse you.
Well, I mean, that's the gamble you take. But I mean, the homie can finesse you too, more than it. Like that, your homie is your most vulnerable spot.
Yeah, but your homie ain't gonna. If that's
you
your
sure?
homie,
You sure? Because we done seen a lot of homies do sideways things.
that's true.
I feel
We
like
talking real homie.
I feel like the lover, probably in most cases, the lover will probably look better than the homie.
Oh, sure.
Of course, of
Sure.
course.
But
course.
the personality of the homie is going to take it over the edge over the lover.
Of course.
The total package. So
Because the lover
that's
might
why.
be some stupid ass motherfucker that can't hold a conversation.
Right.
But the sex game off the
Oh,
charts.
stupid, right. But yeah, I gotta go.
Which would then later on you'd be like, damn, you
All
get
I'm here
bored
for
with him.
is
You
sex.
don't want to even have sex with him because you're
Right.
like, God damn, you are useless to me. Because as a man, I mean, honestly, you have sex with somebody so many times, blah, 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 you get bored.
Yeah,
not
that's
gonna say nothing. But just like marriages, and whenever you get married, you have sex so many times, you just got to start opening up the book. Mm-hmm. You got to find a book and start trying new things. People don't want to do that, but you need to do that.
You ain't
Trying
trying to
to do
get
things
fucked
that
on
you
the
love.
kitchen counter with their legs.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to, add toys and, do different
niggas
things,
got lazy.
candy and food and all kind of.
Niggas ain't trying to fuck with the blinds up broad daylight.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn to start stretching
Let
before
the people
sex.
see my ass
That's the
cheek.
type of sex you want to start having.
They trying to plot the government
and
cheese.
see how far my stroke game going out and in.
You got to do plyometrics before sex. That's when you know the sex is getting real. We putting on headbands and sweatbands.
Oh, it's that time. Hold up.
Wristbands and
Let me
elbow
grease up
pads.
real quick.
You know
Let me
what I'm saying?
grease
People not
up.
open to do that, but yeah, I would say homie. If we're just thinking of the lover, just as sex wise. If it's just sex wise, like hey, I would say homie.
Okay, valid. I agree. On to the next one. This is an interesting thing. I was watching the movie that y'all have not watched yet, and I'm not gonna tell it, but I think this is one of the key aspects that I wanted to speak on in regards to it. It was a lot of back and forth in it. It's a lot of back and forth arguing in it because one person feels that they're not getting valued properly by the other person, and it's
Man or the woman,
both
both of them.
right.
They both feel
More
equally.
petty type stuff. One's not feeling like they're getting the best treatment. The other
Right. And which is what makes it so good. Like it's a lot of depth.
Okay.
But an aspect of it is, how do you feel like as a man at this stage in our life at 30? How can you be a better
You're
partner?
31, but go ahead.
Well, 31. Damn, I am getting old.
I'm 32.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
The last one and turned 31.
Y'all old as shit.
Y'all old as fuck up here.
nigga birthday next month. Nigga, shut up. Birthday next month. They talking like it's 2 years from now.
Mine's not next month.
I'm turning 21. But go ahead. Anyway,
How do you feel like at this point in your life that you could be a better partner to a woman? At this point, with everything that you knew, all the experience you done gained, how do you feel like you could be a better partner to a woman?
I think me personally, it's more communication and vulnerability.
Yeah,
It's
that's my number one right there.
a lot of things us men suffer with, especially black men. Like we are so built upon to be the strong, like the heart, like that brick. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for us to just. It's easier said than done. Like the moment you like, okay, I'm ready. Let me go ahead, just come out about how I feel, how my vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? You start to get your eyes start to get a little water, and you're like, okay, how do I even go about? How do I even open up? I don't even know how to start. I don't even know how to express my emotions because I've never done it when I was a kid. Ever.
Yep.
You know, I scrape my knee on the ground. Hey, get back up. You all right? You bleeding? Or wipe it off. You know what I'm saying? With little girls, they fall on the ground, you know what I'm saying? They scrape their knee. Oh, hey, baby, how you doing? Let me kiss you. Let me hug you, all that. No, it's not the same way. So it's hard for us to open up about how do we express our emotions. Even though we let it build up so much that when it's time, our expressions of how we handle it or how we speak it is the wrong way.
Yep.
And we come off as intimidating and wrong, and our tone of voice is wrong, and then now we're attacked in our most vulnerable state, and then we'll never open up again.
Well said.
So I think that's where I feel like I would be better. Like I say that now, you know, I'm not in a relationship, so I never had to do that yet. But I think I wouldn't be so shy or so hard upon myself to just go ahead and open up and say, hey, this is how I feel. This is what it is, you know. In the early stages of the relationship, I don't wait till later on to start doing that type of stuff. Like do it early on in a relationship. You know, be comfortable with what you're saying, and don't worry about the backlash of what you get or the response of what you get. If they use what you say against you or try to go, then you know they're not for you, and you know that's not the person you express your stuff with. You just move along. You cut them dead. But I don't think we should be scared about what information we give out that somebody will use that against us.
That's real.
Boy, Kenny came to pod today.
See, for me,
boy came to pod. Boy came to pod. He started out early. This boy's in his bag, man. He in his bag, man.
fuck him.
But you were saying
Drake, Chris Brown mixed looking like ass nigga, man.
I think it's tequila.
boy in his duffel today. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Nah, but for me, man, it would be in the same lines of that though. Just with all the shit I done learned over the years, just me communicating and being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Because I would say I used to be terrible with that. I'm not goddamn the perfect person with that now, but back then, oh, no. Y'all know. I used to get in trouble with that shit a lot. I wouldn't say a word to the day it happened. Oh yeah, look, like, yeah, we been having this schedule Tuesday, man. I'm going out right now.
You changed? You changed?
Look, old face. I'm out looking at old.
You sure you changed, nigga?
I tell her what's
shit,
up.
Nigga, we talking about some shit 2 weeks in advance. He wait till
Hey, no.
2 hours
only
before.
Time, the only time I don't do that now, for real, is if like
when a nigga say for real,
She
he already
do
about
it
to
at
lie.
all.
no, for real, is when y'all got a lot of messages in there and I ain't read them. Then I won't go back. I'm lazy like that. Fuck that. I go right up to the button and press mark all as red. That's all I do. That's why I be asking so many questions after the fact.
That's where you fuck up at. See, you're not making a change in yourself to read a couple.
I ain't making a change for y'all. I'm making a change for my wife.
You don't love us?
Crazy,
That's what you
dog.
said.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
We got important information. There don't be no crazy shit. We be talking about some shit. He be like, "Oh, let me mark as red." All.
Hey.
No, this nigga he be in his phone all day.
What time we meeting up?
Hey. Y'all better contact me directly. Hey, bro, look.
No, we'll start.
We need y'all to
We are contacting you directly.
No,
what you mean?
directly.
I called you
call.
2 times this morning. You didn't answer.
I ain't have my phone on me though. See, I ain't have my phone. I told you that, and then when I called you back, I say, "What's up?" Exactly.
He could call when he was already here.
But yeah, that would be my
He was
fault.
already.
Call when he was already here.
But I was already here though. When you called, I was at Harry House.
Did he tell us he was coming though?
Ain't say a word. Anyways, yeah.
Y'all, hey, I
That's
told
the
you I
shit
don't
we deal
love
with.
y'all like
You know what
that.
I'm saying?
I love y'all as homies. Y'all ain't my woman.
I don't feel like I don't know. I mean, I ain't trying to be cocky or nothing, but
I ain't got nothing to work on.
I feel like I'm
Talk your shit.
I feel like I don't need to have much to work on outside of maybe a little more vulnerable, maybe. But I mean, how I was raised, shit. Be who you are. Like, you gonna accept me for who I am or you're not. That's at the end of the day.
Talk your shit.
So, like,
you ain't met a woman perfect like you yet. That's why they ain't worthy of you. Say it.
That's exactly what it is.
Don't talk.
That's exactly what it is.
I love it.
But it's like, I mean, yeah, it's again, and it's for me. Like, and people, like, especially Donovan ass, like, boy, you picky. Yeah, I'm picky. Yeah. This is somebody that I am gonna have to spend the rest of my life with.
Exactly. So
you know what I'm saying? So
ain't all you got to bring to this table.
if we just a couple nights, okay, then we gonna do that. But something serious, nah. I'm
The
really.
problem is Otis picked the wrong ones, but let's keep on going.
Yeah.
I don't pick the wrong ones.
Don't tell me you don't pick the wrong
Sometimes
ones.
it's wrong timing. That's all it is. I've dated a lot. Sometimes it just be wrong timing. Either they got a man or I'm with somebody.
So you talking to girls that got men? Do you remember? You said that you don't talk to.
I don't. They have a man.
We
So
catch
you
this.
hit-
No,
be
we
in
catch this.
somebody.
You hit though.
I'm not gonna say the N word anymore.
You hit. You
Catch
hit
this
though.
man in a
No.
lie all the time.
You hit though.
I just said either they have somebody
Exactly.
or I do.
You know they
No.
tell you after the fact. Look,
No.
after you
No.
done got that ass. Hey,
No.
look, I got a
No.
man.
So you tell me you don't pick wrong.
It's not always me. If I do pick, it's because I want it to.
And you want it to be wrong. That's what you
Not want to be wrong, but again, you know,
You want it to
ego
change.
or
You want to
wanna
gamble.
think you change, and yeah, that's all. That's part
But
of
you
life.
ain't me. You can't change.
Anyways, you can't change shit.
Don't make me change you, Eric.
But nah, I mean, I don't have nothing to work on. I feel like I've dated. Shit, I've been dating a long
That's
time.
the problem, right?
I'm
there.
gonna just say that.
They never feel like they have something.
I'm dating. No, it ain't that. I've been dating a long time, so I see the red flags. I see whatever else early, so I know what to deal with and what not to.
You've been dating a long time and still ain't found the right one.
Okay, and
Seems like you're the
you,
problem.
So
no,
all 10,000 women. Damn.
Kenny got divorced.
Oh yeah, I picked.
How soon did you get divorced?
Look. I'm,
Okay,
not saying I
so-
picked wrong. That was my own mistake.
Okay,
That was my mistake. I didn't say I picked wrong. So what you saying, Otis? You wasn't ready to propose to somebody?
I was ready to propose to one person after we talked about that,
So
and,
you
and
picked-
she
so-
wasn't ready.
So you picked somebody to propose to, right?
And she wasn't ready. I was
you picked the wrong
25. I had just got full-time position. I thought, shit, that's what you're supposed to do. You got a woman, you get a good job, you can start building a family, blah, blah, blah. She wasn't ready.
So you picked the wrong one.
I can't say that.
So
Who'd say she won't come back?
you want her back?
It's like 50-50. If it happened, it happened.
Do you want her back?
I'm not gonna let y'all back my man. To
I'm
this
not
corner.
pressing for it.
I'm not
No.
gonna let y'all back my man to this
I
corner
ain't
like
pressing
this.
for nothing. I ain't pressing for nothing. I'm first, like again, I'm focusing on myself right now. When I
Kenny.
get that bag up, we can talk.
You want her back?
No.
Oh my god! Wow! Hey, that boy, a wild boy for that one. He a wild boy for that one.
I'm asking questions that need answers.
I'll say no.
He is a
I ain't
wild
shy
boy.
about my shit.
What about the other one?
No. No. We had our time, and that's what it was.
They ain't worthy. But Otis, you like to backtrack.
I didn't say that.
You trying to back y'all deep into that corner?
I didn't say that.
That's messed up.
I say no because through that whole relationship or the relationships, there's things that I did in that part that weren't right. So if I feel like I got over with certain things in that relationship, I wasn't beneficial to you. I was wrong. So I'm not just going to go ahead and go through that again. If I felt comfortable with doing that, then obviously something that you had that I wasn't liking. And I'm not about to put myself in that situation again to do the same thing because there's something about you that I didn't like.
But same time, you feel like people grow?
Yeah, people do grow.
Did you grow?
I definitely grew. But that doesn't mean I won't make the same mistakes because there was something about you that you as a person that I didn't like. And I don't know what it was, but there's something about you that I just felt comfortable enough to do something wrong.
So you saying that your next relationship you're gonna do the same thing if it comes?
No, I didn't, because I'm not gonna be in the same relationship with the same person.
You ain't gotta be the same person. You say you grew, what you could have, but things happen.
All I'm saying is how I think. Like if I feel like somebody if I could get over on somebody, that there's the probability of me doing that again is high. That's just how I feel about
Because
situation.
you've done it before.
I've done it before.
So you know you can do it again.
I felt comfortable
you
with
figure
doing
you
it.
can do it again.
So that's why you didn't marry your girl?
Even if I grew in a situation, I still feel like that opportunity is there for somebody to go ahead and make that decision again.
So Otis, that's why you didn't marry your girl? I ain't gonna say her name, but
that's why when I think people cheat on somebody else, I think they just should go ahead and leave. If somebody cheat on me, I think we just go ahead and leave dead the whole situation.
It's never gonna be the same.
I don't care if you grew, if you can grow later on, if you can grow later down, if you can't grow, we just need to edit because I feel like later on, no matter how much I still love you, or how much you love me, I still feel like in the back of my head or the back of your head, you will still be able to make that same decision when something goes left.
Okay.
This is a very interesting conversation.
And I'm super unselfish too. So that's another reason too. Like even though you're not supposed to put your partner first, like I automatically, like I just,
You're supposed to put your partner first, but
you're supposed to put yourself first really, and then your partner.
True.
But,
very, very true.
But I get what you're saying though, for sure. But like I'm with like my family, with y'all, like I don't mind sharing. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't mind
so
sharing.
when I care about you, I'm letting you in my circle, I'm letting you in my space, you know, all that good stuff. So when I'm in a relationship, I wake up, I cook breakfast every now and then. I'm gonna give you a massage. I'm gonna do the shit that I know you like doing. So you have no excuse to say I did something that you didn't like.
Okay,
so when you do something that I don't, that you know, you address something that I'm not doing. Now I'm gonna take a step back and like, damn, is it really me, or are you just complaining about?
So when
shit?
you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, but you still cheat, what's the problem?
But I still cheat. If I'm first of all, I'm not doing everything. No. I'm not doing everything I need to do, and I'm a cheat. I'm not doing that.
So
I'm not doing
that.
If I'm doing everything, I'm not cheating.
But
because
then
I have a reason to do everything.
So in your prior relationship, were you giving the back massages and the cooking the breakfast?
Yeah.
The last week, yeah.
Did you ever cheat?
No. No. Now, did I step out when we were talking or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, still communicating and didn't communicate that? Yes.
Okay.
But together, no.
Okay, I got another question.
What about the one you proposed to? Did you ever step out?
Yes, I did. I was young. Absolutely,
Okay.
I did.
So you grew now.
But I also communicated that I wasn't getting what I needed several times. And I even tried to do other things, you know what I'm saying, like buying you some lingerie, or like I'm trying to plan a whole day to get, you know, apparently, you know, women need to be in the mood. And so I'm trying to set shit up a week ahead.
I'm starting the foreplay process 6 days early.
Exactly.
I got you. Go ahead.
And so, you know what I'm saying? So then you still complaining about stuff. Okay, so I'm good. I done done everything I need to do. You know what I'm saying?
So you just gonna beat the girl down and don't show up with lingerie?
What? No, because I love
He got you, boy.
Oh my God.
Hey, I got another question for you though, Otis. When you say,
Hey man, no, get off Otis back,
No,
man.
I just got one question for him. When he said sharing,
No, shut up.
you
Shut
said,
up.
but you did say you did. I'm just going back to what the fans would want to know. You say you like sharing your girl with other girls, right?
I didn't say I
just
like.
saying.
I didn't say I like that.
You said that. Hey,
I
she
said it
gotta
can
be
happen.
cool with that. If she cool with that, it's good.
Yeah.
So in the same respect, if she's a sharer and she like to be shared with another man.
I knew he was going to.
Next question. Next question.
I was just asking.
Next question.
Okay,
If both of
We
y'all
already
give
talked
us, y'all
about
might
that.
as well both come off that.
Next question.
What?
Next question.
I'm just saying, man. That's all I'm asking.
Shut up, Spook.
You ain't gonna answer that?
Next question.
Okay, let's go then.
Let me see. What can I improve on as a partner? I would say tucking my masculinity. Like I still feel like it's certain things that I don't want to say afraid to do, but I guess it is afraid to do because I don't want to be judged by my wife. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with like too much complaining. Like I'm not wired to complain a lot. And I think that does me a disservice, right? Because, you know, we as men, I think we all kind of suffer from this a little bit. Like we may want certain things, but we don't want to come and seem like we on hand and knee begging you to do something that we feel like you should do just because you ours, just because we in an exclusive relationship. And because we don't feel the need to come and lay it out and iron it out to you, it don't get done, which is our fault. Because we'll start the relationship off like that, and then a certain amount of time passes, and then in her mind, she's like, okay, well, everything I'm doing is cool. I'm good. But in our head, we really wishing that you was doing something different. And we don't really know how to communicate that until it's too late. Now, we 2-3 years into the relationship with built up resentment because you're not doing something that we never really laid out directly for you to do. We might have hinted at it. We might have gave you a little clue, but we ain't never hey, look, I feel a way when you don't do this, or I feel a way when you do that. So I think that's something that I can improve on as a partner, just not being afraid to directly lay out what it is that I want or what it is that I feel like I'm not getting. And I think that'll improve the relationship tenfold. But again, you know, men is wired so egotistical that it's detrimental to us and our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to change something, that would be it. On that note, man, we're going to get into the advice column. All right, first one. Hi, Krew season. I hope y'all boys are having a good day. My name is Mel, and I wanted to know all of your opinion on dating women seriously who your quote-unquote homies have hit. Now, I've been watching you guys for some time now, and I know that you guys previously said it would never happen. But I want to know, how close do you have to be with a man for you to decide, hell no, I would never take this girl serious? I'm asking because oftentimes men call a lot of other men their homies or boys or et cetera, when in reality they just happen to know each other, go to the same gym, or friends of friends. Thanks for your take on this. Keep up the good work. Much love. So the question is, I want to know your opinion on dating women seriously who your quote-unquote homies have hit.
I don't need to answer this question, so y'all go ahead.
Never.
She wants to know what's close, like define close. Is that kind of what she wants to know?
One of us have hit.
Yeah, she said like people, like she's basically saying that it's wiggle room in the homies word. Yeah. It's like, how close are we?
Yeah.
Compared to like somebody you know.
That dude depends.
You know what I'm saying? So
My niggas can't even know where you came from. I gotta ask outside sources.
yeah, being from another city,
and it's for
saying?
dating.
That's
not
for
just
real.
hitting.
That's for dating.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it again because it makes the whole situation awkward.
Yeah, it do.
And I'm just not talking about yourself. I'm talking about for their side.
Right.
His side, her side. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, every time I'm in a room with y'all two, it's like, it's just awkward.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't see it that way, but I was told it was seen that way. So it was like, okay. So no, I wouldn't approve of it.
Never.
Other than that, I mean, it never really came up.
And my partners that seen you naked, we can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Farthest thing we can do is just smash. Because then I can go tell the partners, I got that trophy too, player.
Oh my God.
But dating wise, hell no.
Now, if they didn't date, you know what I'm saying? Now, if they dated, no, it would never happen. Ever.
Yeah, they dated.
Once you start dating somebody, it's more involved.
Yeah.
It's more love, more feelings involved about
deep
that shit,
feelings
you know
involved.
what I'm saying?
Hey, dating somebody is definitely, if you will say, if we got anybody watching this podcast and you dating your homie's ex-gal or ex-man, however, which way it is, you's a clown in my eyes.
I don't understand.
And when I say this, like, know who your home. Like, you can't call everybody your best friend, your friends. Like these three on to my right, these are my friends, like my best friends, brothers. So, no, we wouldn't do that.
It's against the
you
law.
You can't say, like, if somebody slept with a friend that knew your friend that you became close with because y'all met a year from now, but y'all only see each other whenever y'all go out. Hell no, I'm not worried about that type of shit.
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
That's not the same thing.
I say no.
I just know of you. If I know of you, because a woman gonna let you know of her boyfriends, her ex-boyfriends, and all that type of shit. So you fall in that category in my eyes. I ain't gonna never shake your hand. I ain't gonna never see you like that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna bother me.
Yeah, it's of course no for me. But me hitting friends, that's a different story. I'm definitely have hit several in the crew. So dating.
Several in the crew.
No, but I hit.
We're going to keep that on G14 classified.
Knocked off a few. Knocked off a few.
Sound like a Drake verse. You know I'm a Drake fan. But.
Hey.
Knocked off a few. Women worse than men, though.
Something that we didn't even know.
Women worse than men. Women are way worse than men, bro.
Facts.
I done got out of situations, and after we hung out, and they friend approached me on some kiki, ha, ha, ha. Then all of a sudden, hey, you hanging out? What you doing this night? Da-da-da. You should pull up. I'm pulling up thinking it's something like, well, first off, why in the hell am I pulling up? Why you asking me why I'm pulling up? I don't know. I'm curious.
I'm Otis.
I'm curious.
I know the ass is on the table.
I'm just saying what she's really about to do. How far is she about to go?
So you saying you had no inkling you was about to get that ass? That's what you're saying.
I had an inkling, but it's me. So I'm not even trying to.
Okay.
I'm not even leading with that. I'm not even assuming that I'm gonna get some ass.
What you got to ask, Kenny?
The one that invited you to this get together, was she the fine friend or the ugly one?
What you mean? That on this certain situation?
Yes.
She was the fine one.
Okay, so if the ugly one would have invited you to pull up to this
I would just said, hey.
All of a sudden you don't want to play no cards now. You don't want to, you know what I mean? All of a sudden you don't want to go play no taboo now with her.
So what you said is when you met her and you met her friend, she was like, oh, okay, yeah.
No, but on some real shit, there have been a couple times when I've been introduced to the friend and you see the friend look at you like, damn.
How'd she look at you like?
Bro, I ain't lying. You know they don't bite their lip.
Hey, Otis looking at all that.
Bro, I'm noticing body language. I'm noticing if you hold my hand too long when I shake your hand. I'm noticing your pitch.
That nigga said I started to pull away and she gripped me.
Did you see Otis' face?
Oh, we got that on camera.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know,
first clip up.
I catch everything, bro. I catch everything. And right then I'd be like, yeah, she want that ass.
Oh,
so when you see that, like, do you like tally that and put that in your back pocket, like just in case this go wrong?
You know I put that in my back pocket.
You know I just had to ask.
Yes.
Blake.
I was a student at Sleeves. Absolutely, I'm putting it in my back pocket. Absolutely. And again, what they always hit you with. I mean, we wasn't friends like that.
That wasn't really my. I know her
because they was the friend of the friend.
Yeah, I know her.
You know what I'm saying? So they a little removed.
But then once you hit, they at the same club together the next day.
Damn.
Pictures together and everything. Section together.
That ain't my problem.
It's not.
Oh man.
Y'all hold that. Talk about me over breakfast.
I used to be. That ain't me no more.
That's still me.
Yeah, man. Look, my view on it haven't changed from last time. I still feel the same way. To be honest, I'm real selfish in that regard. I'm real like I don't know, man. My ego is very big, and I feel like I don't want nobody that my homie done hit. And ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like even if it was just a casual thing, or if they just I don't know, like they may not have even had sex. They might have just been talking and kicking it, and he didn't hit. I still couldn't cuff you like that. That's just I don't know. It's just a complex I got, bro. And I always been like that since I was young. When I look at my girl, like I want her to be mine and mine only. That's it. It just is what it is. Now, of course, rarely you're gonna find a girl that ain't nobody hit ever. But I just don't want them close to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm just real bad about that. But that's my answer, and it's the same as it's always been.
Always gonna be the same.
All right, on to the next one, man. This is from my boy Paul Martinowicz. I don't want to mess his name up. Patreon member.
Going down, Paul. I see you. Welcome to the Sleeves.
My boy says, shout out to y'all boys from New York. Say much respect to y'all in y'all city. I used to frequent the H to fulfill my prerequisites for Sleazeball U. he said, I have a question so I can know if I'm too savage and tough on shorty or I'm using my degree and experiences just right. He said, I went to Sleazeball elementary, middle, high school, and university. Say, shit, I might go for my master's. But with that said, when I see mentally massage, and if she lucky, date a chick, I don't mind chilling out and doing the upright grown man thing. He says, I met this baddie in the club around 2019 with her girls on some drunk shit. I was just coming back to New York from graduating flight attendant school, like my second day back. I bagged because nigga, I'm me and not going to let that slide. He said we ended up dating eventually and had a good thing, but as soon as things got to a point as far as seriousness goes, she made an excuse, blamed me, and then dipped out. Say, cool, I don't care. I only put the roster to a nice simmer on the stove, so shit was tender as fuck when I came back to check up on it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Say, fast forward. Yeah. Fast forward to 2020 summer. This kind of situation happened again, like 7 months later. We good, shit chill. Then when she initiates something serious and I go with it, then one day she clams up. The other, she's on some OD, I love you type shit. She finally communicated how she had a mental disorder. That made her actions and responses make a lot more sense. I did my due diligence because I'm a real nigga. So if I say you my shorty, I'm going to do as much research as I can. But she didn't put in any work to get better or even learn about her disorder. So I had to be out, even though I love shorty. He say it's now 2021. She hit me for my B-Day in January. We linked and she's made hella progress from where she was and is trying. But there's a part of me that's like, how long is this finna last? So I told her we can give it a last go if you continue getting help and learning and getting therapy. But as far as our relationship, if you really want me, you got to come back and get it in blood. Get it back in blood.
Price of the brick then went up, baby. Price of the brick then went up. He ain't wrong. Let's go.
He said, I need to know it's not a moment before I invest again. He said, what y'all think I should do? I'm dead feeling like we ain't trying to keep hearing about that shit you did. Go get active again. That nigga quoting Shiesty. What you know about that? He said, I feel she means it this time. But I'm in my prime. 32, no kids, been living alone since I graduated college, and I made way more than her as well. But she's not a materialistic girl. So with her, I do a lot of savings, which she promotes. He say, y'all stop laughing and help a nigga. He say, fuck anonymous. My name is Paul from Brooklyn, New York. And if she listening, which she does, I'm sorry, baby. That boy's hilarious, man. He said she has BPD, or borderline personality disorder, but she's high functioning. If y'all want to look it up, but I don't want to put that out there because I don't want to shame people with the disorder. But he basically asking, what do y'all think he should do as far as giving her a chance this time?
Hey, man, I agree with everything you just said, player. You right. You was at the sleeves early. You might be a professor. You don't know it yet. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, the price of the brick go up. Make her pay it back in blood, goddamn me. Like you just said. You doing everything you supposed to do. But the moment, you know what I'm saying, she stopped getting help or whatever the fuck it is that's required out of what you demanded, leave that alone. Don't let her play you, bro. Don't let her string you along. You know what I'm saying? Because she know she getting a good man. You know what I'm saying? She know she getting the financial stability, all that type of shit. Obviously, you go to the sleeves on you don't beat on women and all this type of shit here there. So she knows she getting a good man in return. So the moment she starts slacking up, leave that in the dust, baby. You 32, no kids. I mean, the time clicking for you, but you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of plays out here. Don't let her trip you up, baby.
Hey, context. Borderline personality disorder. A mental disorder characterized by unstable moods, behaviors, and relationships. Cause of borderline personality disorder isn't well understood. Diagnosis is made based on symptoms. Just for a little context.
I personally wouldn't. Only because she has that. Well, I I won't say personally wouldn't.
Damn, so she got a
with me,
disorder?
I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. So
Nah,
if
I
she
can't
got a
say what he
disorder?
should do. What?
So a woman
Only
got a
because-
disorder,
okay.
you can't do nothing with her.
Because
Any
the first-
woman.
she didn't trick
Damn,
him
let him
twice
talk,
already.
Matt.
Fuck that. I'm
She
just
done
trying to
tricked him
realize.
twice already. The first time she just up and left, just random. Second time she clammed up and ghosted him.
Oh, it was twice.
Yeah. So what you think she gonna do the third time? Even though she got help, like it's bound to happen again.
Oh, that's the
because-
same woman?
Same chick. Yeah.
Oh man, leave that alone, bro. I
Same-
thought that
yeah.
was a different woman.
He
You
said
know,
2019 they hooked up 7 months later, something like that. Whatever.
Yeah, same
And then
chick.
Same chick.
Damn,
She
okay.
clammed up again.
Oh no, I gave you the wrong information, man. That's my fault. I wasn't listening well. Fuck that, man. The price of the brick is tremendously up, man. Hey, it's at the point that she can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? You smash and dash on that. Make sure you wearing the rubber. You don't want no slip ups.
Yeah, she up here playing games.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I can't. No.
Gotta stop talking to her, bro.
Came back 7 months later, say shit chill. Then when she initiates something serious and I go with it, she clams up.
I get it. He probably. I mean, he care about her. I mean, he said that. But he 30. You 32 now, bro. Like you don't want to be dealing with those games. You randomly come home from work, you got shit thrown everywhere.
And then you ain't got no kids.
Well,
nothing,
she
bro.
mad at you for no reason. On the no,
You ain't got no legacy, nothing, bro.
You ain't got time for that.
Tough part about that is that she can attribute her unstableness to a disorder.
Yep.
That's the crazy part.
Exactly.
Just like you say, one
So-
day she'll be on some, hey, you know, I love you type shit. Then other day she'll clam up and don't really want to have nothing to do with him.
I'm good.
Yeah.
There's too much inconsistency.
2 times?
For me.
Oh no.
That's
Get
too
out
much
of here.
inconsistency
That's
for me.
crazy.
Get out of here.
Sorry.
Get out of here. Matter of fact, how you friends look, so one of them can tell you how good I treat them.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say get out of Dodge. I'm sorry. I mean, don't get me wrong. I salute her for doing the work if she's actually doing the work that she says she's doing. But I don't know. I can't handle that. Like I need some consistency. I need to know what I'm getting every day, or else my mindset is not gonna be right. And then we both gonna be messed up. Cause once my mindset is right, how I'm gonna start acting, it's gonna trigger your disorder even more. So yeah, to avoid that, I think you need to get with somebody that got a little more understanding. You clearly got some confidence about yourself and doing pretty well in life, and just looking for something consistent. And it sounds like you're not gonna really get that. And every time that you don't get the consistency, she's gonna be able to lean back on. Well, hey, you know my disorder when you. So yeah,
Take that roster off simmer. Take that roster off
That's
simmer.
crazy.
That's all I guess. What you got, Kenny? You gonna say give him a chance?
No, I'm gonna say he needs to lead it. I feel like with any disorder, like if they have to go see somebody else to fix their disorder and you can't help them fix it themselves, then you should just lead it. Well, I wouldn't say any disorder, but a disorder like that, because they're looking for somebody else that can help them fix that, and they have to go to a therapist instead of you. You cannot be the fix it for that situation. So y'all could be doing good for 5 years, and then all of a sudden she's like, bam. Even those 5 years, she's going to go see help. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's not you
And
that's
just
helping
randomly,
her.
boom.
It's not you that's helping her. It's somebody else.
That's what I think about.
And that's the problem that would stick to me. Like, I'm not the one that's really helping you.
But then, Kenny, not to even cut you off. Think about when she get pregnant.
I mean, it's just another bag to unfold. But if I was the one, like
That
when she
time
came
of
to
the
me,
month.
she's like, "Hey, I have this disorder, but you are the reason why I'm like when I have this disorder, I can come to you and feel relaxed about it. Like I'm the reason why it fixes it. You know what I'm saying? Like this disorder, it doesn't bother me when I'm with you. Then yeah, I would stick with that because she doesn't have to go to nobody else to feel comfortable or be herself. But if it's the opposite way around, she has to go to somebody else, even though we're together. She decided to go to somebody else to fix that. Then I can't stick around for that. And it's nothing against her disorder or what she got going on. It's just that I'm not about to put myself in that mental breakdown or that emotional problem when I go further down the line when I start taking you serious. Because how I'm wired, if I start taking somebody serious, it's like this is cutthroat. Like I'm cutting everybody else off. This is me and you. You know what I'm saying? Not cut everything off for you, and then all of a sudden you like, you know what?
I'm feeling you today.
You know what? I don't want to do this no more. Like what?
Right.
Like
Right.
Like what did I do all that? What? I'm just wasting. I hate wasting my time. I just wasted my time again and again. So no, that's nothing to her. I mean, that's just people have problems that they have to deal with. They got to see cope. But I feel like for that specific problem right there, I think a person that she sees well fit for can fix that, not a therapist. And you're not the person that can fix that for.
Simple and plain. On to the next one. This is from M.E. Panama, another Patreon member.
Shout out.
What's happening?
She new.
What's happening?
She pretty new. I just seen her today.
Yeah, shout out to M.E. I seen her in a clubhouse room one time.
Yeah,
we
she's
was on stage together.
Yep.
She say, question, and you can use my name. What did your first heartbreak teach you when dealing with relationships following? She say, on another note, this is a real question, not looking for smooth, slick shit.
See how they do me?
What did we learn after our
They
first
don't
breakup?
truly love me.
I'll go first if y'all want me to, because it's like y'all might need to think. What I learned from my first heartbreak was to not trust nobody 100%. And as terrible as that sounds, I still abide by that to this day. I don't trust people according to what my standards are or to what they say their standards are. I trust people to be human and to make mistakes. So going into it with that, it's hard for you to surprise me. And some would say that that's a toxic way to be, right? Because you essentially 1 foot in and 1 foot out of a relationship because you almost expecting things to go wrong. But it served me well because since then I haven't been crushed like that before ever again. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people always say like when I say things like that, they'll say, well, like why would you go into the relationship like planning for things to go bad? And I would attribute it to why do you get in your car and put your seatbelt on? Or why do you pay that insurance bill every month? Of course, you don't want nothing to go bad, but if it does, you want to be prepared for that, right? I look at relationships the same way. You know what I'm saying? But if you go into it with an unrealistic expectation and trying to hold them to a standard that you done created in your mind, because that's essentially what most people do. And then when they fall short of that, you get crushed. You get your heart cut out your chest. And that's what I did in my first relationship, and I got crushed. So since then, I adjusted my mindset, and I've been a lot better off. So that's what I learned.
I learned they ain't loyal out here. They ain't as loyal as they say they is. You know what I'm saying? Like people, I feel like people got a loyalty threshold. You get what I'm saying? They loyal until somebody say it ain't cool. Some shit. I'm not like that. I'm not built like that. If I'm loyal to you, I'm loyal to you. That's just what it is. I'm with you. You get what I'm saying? So that's one thing I had to learn about my relationships. Like get somebody that's loyal. You loyal, you can take anybody anywhere if they loyal. Cause I can trust you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I learned about mine.
Quick question. How do you define loyalty?
How do I define my loyalty? Mm-hmm. Always keeping it 100, no matter what. No matter if it hurt me or not. Keep it all the way a stack. Like a woman would tell you, I would rather find out from you than from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. I would rather you tell me face to face or even on the phone or text message before somebody else give me the information, then I got to question you about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I got to question you about it, that means you was trying to hide it from me, right? That means you being disloyal. If I would have never found out, you would have never said nothing anyway.
So does white lies count in that?
What you mean? How deep is the white lie?
I mean, just general white lies. Because you said somebody keep it 100 with you at all times. See, I don't believe nobody can keep it 100 at all times. Like we gonna tell white lies sometimes just because we don't want to deal with
protect feelings.
Right.
Yeah. That's different though. That's different.
Okay,
I'm talking about like
you talking about like some serious
shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Some serious
shit.
You. White lies are that come with the relationship. No matter what, no matter how old you is, that come with it.
And my last question would be: do you give people room to make mistakes and get back from them in regards to that?
Yeah. Oh, man, look, everybody ain't me.
How many chances?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie on this podcast. My wife has never wronged me. From what I know, my wife has never wronged me. So I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
From the information I know and what from people that told me around, you know what I'm saying, my wife and situation and all that shit, even when she was on deployment, what people then told me, she never wronged me. So I don't know how many chances because I never been in that situation. But younger me, one thing I was gone. Too much ass out here. You know how many chicks want me? I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get off these hoes for you. But now you turn me into another dog. Now I gotta hit your sister. I'll get my partner to hit your sister. I'd rather see my partner hit your sister than dog out. It did happen a couple times. So
Boy,
that,
it's a fool.
I wasn't the partner.
yes, you was. Yes, you was.
I wasn't the partner.
Yes, you was.
Damn.
So if you know me,
Next.
and I dated one of your friends, and my partner hit your friend,
Next.
you know what time it
Oh,
is.
that's what you got on this.
You was collateral damage.
Damn.
You go first. I'm still trying to
Okay.
conjure up what I want to say.
I think my first heartbreak taught me to not invest more into others than they invest into me.
Facts.
Like my first heartbreak, like I was really invested, like doing what I seen on TV, what I thought was, the right things to do is, love. Like we talking about first heartbreak.
Right.
I'm talking young age. I was deeply in love with somebody. I was doing everything I could.
Trust me, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I invested all my time and everything I could into this person. You're young, then you find out they're doing something else with somebody else. As young people do, it's like, damn, what can I learn from this? Well, I learned I'm not giving you my all, and I'm not investing everything to this person until they start investing the same thing to me. And I feel like that's what brought me to where I'm at now. That only dated 2 people ever in my whole life. Like seriously dated 2 people ever in my whole life, because I don't jump 100% into something. I let it gradually build slowly on both ends. I don't expect you to give me 100% from the jump either. I don't want you to give me 100% from the jump, because that was a red flag to me. Like you were just vulnerable from the jump. And you don't even know me, literally, because nobody's giving you their full person from the jump. So you shouldn't be giving your full person to somebody else from the jump. So that's what I learned.
Which is wild, because just like you say, you're 2. You only had 2 series. Like, so I only had 3 ever. In my 31 years on this earth, I only had 3.
Yeah, I only had 3.
Yeah. But
I mean, it's pretty much shit similar to what just about all of y'all saying. Just not one main one, not putting all your eggs in one basket. Learn that at 17, 18. You know what I'm saying? Not putting all your eggs in one basket. Keep your roster on deck. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you got to be, messing around with these people on the roster, but just, some light communication here and there until you get serious with somebody, super serious, and then understand. First of all, understand the direction that y'all going in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people be dating and they don't know what they do in 2 years from now. They just dating. They just enjoying each other.
True.
You know
Which is
what I'm saying?
cool.
But not when you in your 30s. You know what I'm saying? When you younger, yeah.
I think that's still cool now. That's what I do now.
No. With the same person?
I'm enjoying myself. We're having a good time.
With one person?
Yeah.
Frequently.
Yeah.
But is it going somewhere? I don't agree with that, because if it's not going nowhere, what I need to string you along for 2-3 years for?
I agree.
Why does there need to be an end goal when you're enjoying life and you're enjoying yourself and enjoying the company of somebody else?
It raises confusion.
But what confusion is there that you and this person are enjoying y'all time together? Y'all enjoying life. Y'all are going on trips. Y'all are doing this thing. It's everything is comfortable. We're on the same page about
Right now.
See, that's the problem we have now. Everybody assumes that something else might happen after it. Assumes that
you're human. People catch feelings, not you, but the other person can catch feelings.
You're going to catch feelings regardless whenever you start talking about it. Feelings are there. Okay. There's always going to be feelings. But when you are comfortable with somebody and you're enjoying their time and their space, that doesn't mean that you have to have the end goal with somebody. That means that right now in this space that we are at, we are comfortable and cool with each other.
I feel what you're saying. For real. I feel you. But like I told one of my other homeboys, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all don't know. We had a talk this morning, but you know what I'm saying? Well, B know. But like I told one of my other homeboys, you 30. Kenny, you 30, right? No kids. You got everything you could possibly dream of. The only thing you ain't got right now is a family. That's the only thing you ain't got. Feasibly, that's the only thing you ain't got. You can't do that by yourself.
But that's where you're wrong at. I do have a family.
I'm talking like your own.
But see, your persona of family is different from my persona of family. You think a family only inquires that you being married with a kid.
You ain't gotta be married.
My definition of family is people that surround me that I love and truly enjoy my time with them.
I feel it.
So I think that's the problem with a lot of people now is they think the only time that you have a family is when you're married with kids or somebody that you can pass something down to. And I don't believe that. I believe that family is whatever your thought process in your mind, how your mind thinks of family is. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't have a wife and a kid or something to pass down to, that doesn't mean you don't have a family. You have somebody around you.
Okay.
So I don't like that definition of family.
Well, in a selfish way, you think about your legacy, right?
No, I don't.
You don't think about it at all.
No, because I'm already a living legacy. I lived through my father. My father's is who brought me. My father and my mother. That's a legacy I have. I don't think about, okay, if I have a son, I could pass. he should be able to pass this down to him, or
it ain't gotta
pass,
be a son, it can be a daughter.
or daughter. They should pass my last name down. No, I don't think about that. I just live in the moment of what I have now and what I'm grateful for, and I don't believe that I need to have a kid to push on that legacy. Like, because as years go on,
so what you working for?
Last name change. I just work to live my life, to be happy with what I'm doing.
So when you die, say if you was to die tomorrow. Let's say you died tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
No, not even tomorrow. Let's say you died in 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
10 years from now, you die.
Mm-hmm.
You have no kids, no. All you got is like us, your family.
Mm-hmm.
Where do your legacy go? It's gonna live through us. It is. Your legacy, how we know you're gonna live through, gonna live like that. But what you didn't build for yourself, it's not gonna live through us.
It can live through my nephews. It can live through my parents. It can live through my sister. It can.
But how often do we talking? You talking about just for you? How often does that work for us as a whole, in terms of legacy?
Like what am I passing on? That's
everything you didn't work for. I'm not. You think about last night. I'm not thinking about that. I could have had 3-4 daughters.
Okay,
I could have had a daughter.
So what am I? What is your
talking
definition
everything
of
I didn't build.
Okay, you built what?
Everything I didn't got.
Okay,
everything I'm working. I'm not working for me. I'm working for my kid. I'm not working for my wife. I'm working for my kid.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if something tragic happened, I get in a wreck and my kid pass away, right? Mm-hmm. If I can't have another kid, I'm gonna stop working. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You get what I'm saying? I'm really not gonna really have a legacy because I'm not working for anything. What I'm going to work to keep a roof over my kid. If I didn't have to keep a roof over my kid, I wouldn't have bought no house. I would have bought me an apartment. I would have stayed in the apartment because it would have been cheaper on me. I would have got me a $1,000, $1,200 apartment and saved all my money and went and did the hell I wanted to do for the rest of my life. But most people in our position, they want to have kids. And the moment you say in your mind, yeah, I want to have a kid one day, you think about your legacy because that's what you're thinking about it for. So in a sense, right now you're not on the surface level, you're not thinking about it. But if you inspire to have kids, you think about your legacy. Because you have shit to pass on to them. You got shit to teach them. I don't want you where I started at. My pop gave it to me here, I got it here. Okay, you need to start where I'm at. You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean by legacy.
But see, that's
when you're 30, and you got money in this era, it's hard to do that because you don't know who's after your money or if they there for you. You get what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, but I don't agree at all. Because I feel like you can still pass on a legacy without having kids. You can still pass on your experiences and what you learned through other people. Your legacy can, like Kobe, everything he did, he passed on through other people, not through his kids. He passed on through other people. His legacy is through other people. Michael Jackson through other people. Like you don't see that his legacy built on his kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I think of legacy. Like my impression on other people. It's not just on my kids. And I could do that. I could just work that's why I work. I work so I can have nice things for myself. I can work, I have nice things. I can give nice things to my sister, my mom, my dad, even though they can get it on their own, my nephews, my niece. I could do that through them, but I can still pass on things that I learned to my godson, your son, or to Mackenzie, B's daughter, or just to y'all and separately. I can still pass it on because whenever I go away, if I pass away tomorrow, y'all still gonna be back there saying Kenny did this. Kenny still that, and this gonna live on. Your Uncle Kenny did this. You know what I'm saying? So my legacy is still there. If my name is still gonna be there. My last name might not be there because that's when a lot of people think their last name, when they're passing on legacy, that their last name gets passed down from over and over. That. But for me, it's just that whenever you see me, whenever you hear about my name, it's that, hey, this is what he did. This is what a good person is. And I believe that when I say family, I don't think it's just built on having a wife and a kid. I think it's built on the people that surrounded you, that loved you, that you loved, and you passed on some knowledge to them.
Okay. So back to what we was talking about. Back to what we was talking about. Since moves so, just smoothly interrupted me like you always do.
I'm sorry.
And I'm not just saying that I don't want to have kids. Yeah, I would like to. I would be comfortable with having kids because I could just pass on. I could pass on my knowledge to them.
Exactly.
I could pass on my knowledge to them. Not my last name. I pass on what I learned from them to them.
Yeah.
So with this situation with this person you're dealing with, say it's for 3 years, you meet somebody that you really care for. Mm-hmm. How do you handle that situation then?
What you mean?
How do I handle a situation with the person that I've been enjoying my time with for 3 years?
This friend that you've only been, doing these excursions, whatever it is, you only do these certain things.
Whenever I want to go on a trip or something, I'm like, they're the first person that I feel comfortable with, that I'll enjoy my time with them.
Yes.
They're the first person.
What do you do with that person once you start dating?
This is the problem here. I'm so transparent with what. Now that I'm 30 years old, I'm transparent with everything I do. If I'm having sex with somebody else, I'm gonna tell you, hey, I'm doing my own thing with some. I'm still having sex with somebody else, not just you.
Okay.
And I would let you do the same thing with your other person. Hey, you say, hey, you got this other dude on the side. You have to say, okay, cool. I'm okay with that. I don't care. You're not my girl. I'm not your man. And through that whole process of 3 years, I'm still talking to other people, and I found somebody that, because obviously in those 3 years, you will understand that we are not going to be together. We are just not going to be there. You would just hope. Okay. You were just there because we just have a good time together. Like, and now in this day and age, like there's certain people like the one that I have a good time with. Every time I go somewhere, I have a good time with them. It's never no drama. That's like when we connect, it's no drama. And I think it's that way because I'm so transparent on what's going on, and I let them do whatever they want to do in their life. If they could just come up out of nowhere and say, hey, me and this guy that I said I'm having trouble with, or that I'm having sex with, or we're gonna take it serious, that we need to cut it off. Okay, cool. You do your thing.
You cool with that though, but the other side though, as much as you still being transparent, that other person is still affected. That's 3 years y'all hanging out, having a good time, and memories together, all that good shit. While you cool with that, it's a woman. That's just what it is. Women are emotional creatures. That's all I'm saying. And 3 years doing all that, and then that's not right to me.
I understand.
So I'm not stringing them that long.
But I feel like you're not stringing nobody along when you let them do what they want to do at the same time. Like, you don't judge them for whenever they go sleep with somebody else. You don't judge them whenever they go on dates. You don't judge them whenever they do what the hell they want to do on their own end. You don't bother them whenever they ain't hit you up for a month or if they hit you up for 2 weeks. You don't get pissed off about that kind of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm so transparent.
Don't.
No, but
that's the thing.
I'm living this right now. That's what I'm telling you. I'm doing this exact same thing. She not being mad about that either.
I understand that, but Kenny's also not dating nobody serious right now either.
But we're not dating. This the whole situation is we're not dating at all.
I know that. But once someone else becomes involved, you telling me that person not gonna get jealous? That person not gonna want to call you and talk to you? That person not gonna want to randomly? So you tell me that person will be cool immediately? They just gonna cut you off and they'll be cool with that the moment you get with somebody serious. You telling me she understands that?
Yes, because I'm so transparent. Okay, because I give her that same leeway. I don't think you're understanding. Like, whenever you give somebody that same leeway to do their own thing, that you have no control of whatever they do.
I know.
Like, if they had that much feelings, whenever I go out fuck somebody else, they could be like, "Why are you over there fucking somebody else? Why you just ain't fucking me?"
They're holding it internally.
You can assume that they're holding something internally. Okay, so if they go out and fuck somebody else, then you're assuming that you're holding that internally.
Were they not pressing you for something before that?
No,
never was.
No, because I'm. That's what I'm telling you. I'm so transparent with what I do.
All right.
Because if you assume that here's my whole logic. If I can assume that whenever I go sleep with somebody, that they're going to get jealous, then in my mindset, whenever they go sleep with somebody, that means that I'm going to get jealous. Because if you think somebody's going to do something on your end, like if you say, hey, she's going out, I know she's talking to somebody else, that means whenever you go out, you're obviously going to be talking to somebody else because you're going out. You're not going to assume something on somebody else that you're not doing yourself.
Not necessarily. Some people are just insecure. That's possible too. That is all I'm saying is I don't agree because, again, you talk for X amount of times. It doesn't matter the agreement that y'all have. They are women. We can turn shit on and turn shit off.
No, you can't. That's the problem you have. You say men can turn shit on, but men still get jealous. And
yes, they do.
Men still get jealous. They just don't say it.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying about your argument of what you're having is that
we're talking
women
about
get jealous. And I'm saying,
I know you're not going to get jealous. But what I'm saying is there are other sides. It's still a woman. That much time together. That's all I'm saying. Just watch. 2 years from now, I'm telling you, it's not going to be as easy as you think.
We're going on 1.5 years, and we have no problems at all.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see how this thing unfolds. We've been on this topic long enough. Let's go to the next one. This is from. Well, I'm gonna just read it. What's up, crew? No anonymous shit. Name's Ali. I'm inquiring about how to call in and ask y'all a question. Call and ask y'all a question. This is a lengthy one, which is why I wanted to call. But to give a quick synopsis, how do I go about help to heal from not having my father, basically not in my life? And he was abusive mentally towards me as well. He came in and out at an early age, then dipped for 14 years. Also, my older brother, he played blatant favoritism towards him over me. To give examples, he'd go to his football games and track meets, extra activities, but with mine, he'd show up extremely late or no showed at all. If I was on the game or watching TV and my brother wanted to use it, he'd instantly make me get off and wouldn't do it vice versa for me when I wanted. Also, he threatened to kill me once by throwing a metal bed rail ladder at me. Now, mind you, I'm not a stepson. Me and my brother both came from him. I'm just the youngest, which is why I don't understand why he acted that way towards me. I promise to God I was a good kid, quiet, kept to myself, just loved playing games. I mostly got in trouble and got whoopings, was behind following my big brother. But other than that, little small kid stuff, y'all brothers keep up the good work and stay dangerous out there. Say, by the way, I'm 22 now, and I never met his side of the family, plus it's huge. I have 17 uncles and 12 aunts with hella cousins. 2 years ago, his oldest nephew, my big cousin, he's 45, randomly texted me out the blue and we started talking. And for only knowing him for 2 years, we became close because he's close with my old man and he's actually got me somewhat talking back with my father. But every time I think of that, man, my childhood trauma always resurfaces. P.S. That cousin that got me and my dad talking, he's paralyzed from the neck down now due to a recent stroke. So now I feel like the person that helped me get started mending my relationship with my old man almost knocked on death's door. I really appreciate it if y'all could help.
Hey, man.
Damn.
You probably ain't gonna like my advice, you know what I'm saying? But I got a stepdad I've been knowing basically my whole life before I can even say a word. And I don't talk to the nigga never, ever. We can't say nothing. Because I look at it like this, man. Like I tell my wife, my kid, or, you know what I'm saying, it like we adopted and all that shit, right? So them kids didn't choose me. I chose them. You get what I'm saying? So everything I do to them, they need to judge me on that. You get what I'm saying? So as a grown man, I know firstly I need to do right by them kids off the rip as a grown man. And I look at any man that ain't doing right by any kid, especially their own kids, I look like you ain't even a man. Like, why should I speak to you? Like, if dude died today, I've been knowing this man my whole life. I ain't going to his funeral. We don't speak. We have nothing. You was a grown man when I was a child and you was doing this to me. You was stealing from me. You was doing all this bullshit, whooping me for no reason, all this shit. When I became a man and I understood what it looked like to be a man, I knew all that was decisions on your side. Fuck what you was going through. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you didn't ask for that. So if it was me, if I was in your position, we would never speak. It don't bother me at all that we never speak. It don't bother me I'm talking, don't ever speak to me. If we in the same area, don't breathe when I'm in there. I'm bigger than you in here. And that's how you should feel.
But you talking about his pops though, not his stepdad.
Yeah, it's not a stepdad, it's his pops. Biological father.
I wouldn't give a damn if it was my mom's. I didn't choose you. You chose me. You do right by me. Because realistically, when you have a child, you thinking your child gonna put you in the ground. That's just what it is. When you have a child, you thinking I'm gonna die before my kid gonna bury me. You get what I'm saying? My kid didn't choose me. Because if we all had a choice, we all be rich. We all be born into the Rockefellers. You get what I'm saying? Like, we all be born into that type of pedigree. But we don't have a choice. But your parents got a choice to do right by you, to make you feel loved. You know what I'm saying? That's just like these kids that get born into these families and they're goddamn the uncle a rapist. And he raping the kid and the mom's covering it up. That's all choices. And people blame the girl for not talking to the moms or something. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's shit like that.
That's a hard question to answer. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
So for me, if it was me, I don't give a fuck who they is. It can be Jesus. We can't speak at all.
I think the way I would go about it is just, I mean, you're 22, you're a young man now. When you sit down and have a conversation with your dad, just tell him exactly, open it up about what it is, that you didn't feel loved, you wasn't treated the right way. Like, why is that? I need an explanation. I say this all the time. People can handle good news, they can handle bad news, but what they can't handle is no news. And you have no idea why he treated you that way. And that shit's gonna bother you whether you talk to him later on or you don't. It's still gonna bother you because you have no idea why he treated you that way. And maybe you need to sit down and ask him, like, hey, why was I treated this way? Like, this is how I feel. And maybe that opened a door that he just hasn't been able to release. Like, you know, maybe he looked at him and was like, damn, I treated my youngest son this way the whole time, and I don't know how to apologize to him, like why I did this or why I didn't. And maybe he won't, but at least you have a answer of why he did certain so amount of things, and then you move further from there. If it's information that you like to hear, like, hey, yeah, I'm sorry, I know I did this to you. He acknowledged the bad things that he did to you, how he treated you. And hey, maybe y'all can amend your relationship through that. If he just, oh, my damn tree dying. The tree dying. Need some water.
Attacked in the forest.
Need some water. Need some water. But if he just writes it off like, hey, you know, man up, whatever it is what it is. I didn't treat you wrong. And all right, cool. I know exactly how you feel now, and it is what it is. You my father. You just my biological father. I done got this further away without you. I mean, obviously I can go out and find other people that can be mentors to me, like your nephew or your uncle, whatever you call it.
For me, I would want to have a conversation because that's just me. I just like to know what the hell was going on through your head. I got to get some type of clarity, you know, whatever. I just have to, it's a certain way I just process things. So I would want to know, you know what I'm saying, if I had that opportunity, you know, talk to him and just have an honest conversation with him. Not saying that the relationship has to be better going forward. That don't have to be the case. But to get that off your mental, because obviously you're struggling with it. Obviously it's been playing a part for a while. So just to get that off your conscience, for me, I would say have that conversation with it, and after that, let it go where it may. You know what I'm saying? If he want to be closer to you, open that door every now and then. You know what I'm saying, here and there. But if he not, you got to adjust. It's just what you have to do at the end of the day, because some people don't want to be there. You can't make somebody be in your life, even though he had you. You got trash people out in this world. That's just what it is. So again, I had that conversation with him, and you know, ask those hard questions, ask those uncomfortable questions, and then go from there.
I would say, man, just first and foremost, man, you got to come to terms with the fact that life is just hard, bro. It just is what it is. Just like Smooth said, you didn't ask to be here, but fact is that a lot of parents feel like you owe them a lifetime of loyalty just because they gave birth to you, which is something that you didn't ask them to do. They did on their own. But when you get here, they think that just because they're your parents that they could talk to you a certain way or they could treat you a certain way, and you just always supposed to be loyal and always supposed to keep them in your life just because they are your parent and they gave birth to you. That is not true. And a lot of us, which is extremely unfair because we grow up in those environments, and there's nothing more that a kid wants than to please their parent. Mm-hmm. Like, you'll bend over backwards, go in a detriment, you know what I'm saying? Like to the detriment of yourself to please your parent. That's all you want. And a lot of parents know that, and they'll use that against you. Just like situations like you talking about with you and your brother. It's no excuse for that man to be doing y'all like that. Be treating y'all that separate. Like blatantly showing that he loves that kid more than he loves you. It's no excuse for that. So if I had to give you any advice, I would ask you to just step outside of the situation. And I know it's hard because you are invested as your daddy. And again, you done lived most of your life wanting to please him. And you've been unsuccessful in doing it. Which is not no fault of yours. That's his fault. And that's another thing. Don't blame yourself for that. Mm-hmm. Don't blame yourself, because a lot of people do that, man. When it comes to their parents, they blame themselves. Well, what if I was better in sports, or maybe if I was making better grades or something, he would have. No, that's not your cross to bear. Mm-mm. That's his. He put you in that situation. But don't think about humans, is we have elite ability to adapt to situations. It may hurt, it may whatever, but fact is, if he died tomorrow, you could live life without him. Clearly, because you have thus far. So what you got to get out of your head is this idea that just because he's my daddy, I have to have a relationship. We have to speak. We have to be on good terms. Y'all don't. He's your father, and that's where that stops. You got to live your life. At the end of the day, he's not going to be here forever. So what you going to do when he gone? If you waste 30, 40 years of your life trying to please him, he die, your life is over with. Now you got 20 years left to do things that you want. No, start right now. You was 22 years old. If that man want to play a part in your life, he's going to do that. But that's on him to reach out to do. That's not on you. Because he the one messed it up. You didn't do nothing to that man. You went to school, you did what you were supposed to do and whatever, but you didn't get the same love your brother got. That's on him. So if he want to make the relationship better, he reach out, he do it. And it has to be a consistent thing. You got to look in that mirror every day and be happy with what it is you see. Period. Don't care what nobody thinks. What he thinks, your mama thinks, your brother, nobody. They don't live your life. You do. And we only get one of them. And we only get so much time on this fucking earth. And you done already ran up maybe about a third of that according to what the, timetables that men are going to be on this earth for.
Facts.
Don't waste another fucking day waiting for him to, or trying to stress about making it right with him. That's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to go about living your life as happy and as peaceful as you possibly can. He done enough damage. You're going to be just fine without him. That's my advice. And again, before we go further, man, I want to commend y'all boys. That's what the dope part about this podcast is, and I think that's what separates us from everybody else. Niggas not answering questions like that on their pod.
Facts.
This is real life shit. This is people just going through real life problems and coming to us for advice. And I'm honestly humbled the fact that you would bring this to us, because this is some deep ass shit. This is therapy level type shit. And we ain't got it all figured out. All we can do is give you our perspectives. But I just want to commend you and say thank you for that.
For real.
And for everybody that tune in to what it is we do, man. This shit is different. Okay. Last question of the day. This is from Ashley. She says, I really love listening to the podcast. Wanted to get your opinion on this. Sorry, my question is so long. 3 years ago, I was talking to guy A, and after 6 months, he ghosted me for no reason. So around November, he called me saying he wanted to talk about why things ended. And he said the reason he ghosted me was because he felt like he couldn't provide me for me financially, because I was a chemical engineer, which made no sense to me. Fast forward to January, I was on Hinge and met guy B. We went to the same college, and he had been trying to shoot his shot, but I never gave it a chance because he was friends with guy A. But seeing him on Hinge, I decided to give it a shot. We went on a date, but I didn't tell him I used to talk to his friend. I know I should have. I just wanted to wait till the second date. We planned a second date, and 2 days after the date, he sent me a long-ass message saying he doesn't have time to date exclusively. Come to find out, he showed my pic to guy A, and guy A told him, yes, I know her. We used to talk, and I fucked. So I called guy B, and I apologized for not telling him from jump. My thing is, if it never got to relationship stage with guy A, and he never told his so-called friend about me, then whatever he had didn't exist, and guy B is fair game. Just wanted to get y'all's opinion on this. Sorry the question is so long. Love y'all.
No, it's not fair game. No, if guy B still showed guy A, they're obviously best of friends.
Yeah. They're obviously real good friends, even if they're not best friends.
And guy A did exactly what he was supposed to do. Say that, hey, I used to talk to her, and yes, we had sex.
Exactly.
That's not no.
So he cut it off.
That's not no bullshit. Like
she wanted the cake and eat it too, baby.
You know this guy was friends with guy B. Now, how deeply they were friends? They obviously were best friends. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, we used to talk. Now it was up to guy B to say, hey, yeah, mom, I can still deal with it, or no, I can't deal with it.
And you know what's crazy? They real good friends because guy B went to guy A.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey. That's how I know they best of friends, because he showed her, hey, this is what it is. If any guy was in that situation, that's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
That is just facts. Like,
that's what you're supposed to do if you was female. You're supposed to do that.
Oh, that's what they're gonna do. Let's put that on the table. And that's my issue. So that y'all do that shit all the time, but when we do it, oh, we talking too much. Niggas talk more than females these days, all that bullshit.
We don't need that awkwardness in the room whenever I show up. I don't want you to have that awkwardness, because I'm going to see it whenever I'm in that room. If he never told me anything and then we all get together, you can see when somebody's awkward. You can tell the eye connection, how y'all talk, how the body language is, and I'll be like, all right, what the hell going on?
It's facts.
Now I'm going to be mad at my guy friend and you.
You know what I'm saying?
Because neither one of y'all had the audacity or respect for me to tell me, hey, that y'all been together, and let me decide what I was going to do from there. You decided for yourself that this is how this should go off.
Yep.
Damn, man.
That's real shit.
Real. Hey,
on this shit
get
today,
her out
boy.
of there.
That boy
She's
partying.
right out.
Today, boy.
That boy partying today.
She striked out, goddamn me. She thought she was gonna hit her a home run and get a round bases. No, be foul ball. You just missed her.
Straight up though, and that's the thing that made me mad because it's like you know you did wrong. That's why you put that in that parenthesis. I know I should have told him, but no, ain't no but, ain't no but. Let's rewind. Let's get back to that. You should have told him.
Off the
Period.
rip. You should have told them if you knew they was that close of friends, and obviously you knew they was that close of friends. You should have said something off the rip.
That's what I'm saying. That's how women be thinking.
You should have jumped off the gate with, "Hey, look, I used to talk to your partner. He did hit, but we ain't got nothing else going on. We ain't doing nothing. None of that."
But he was on Hinge, so she thought it was cool.
And like I just said, when
on
you
the date
hear
now.
from somebody else, it's more drastic penalties involved. If you'd have just said it off the jump and the night went cool,
He might have.
and he went to his partner, "Hey man, how serious this was with y'all, woo to woo." And if his partner could have been like, "Oh, it wasn't nothing, man. We just smashed or whatever, and that was it." You know what I'm saying? Now you could have possibly had a shot.
Yeah, that's true.
You could have possibly had a shot. If the date was that cool, his partner said it was good, and you know what I'm saying, that it wasn't nothing, and you good to do what you wanted to do, you possibly had a shot. But since you didn't say anything, and he went to his partner, "Oh yeah, I smashed that." Oh, it's over now. It's over. Because it's a certain tone that your partner
She
gonna say
mad.
it
She
with.
mad
saying
because
is
B
how-
is better than A.
How would you want your best friend to treat you?
Exactly.
Just put yourself in the same shoes.
That's it.
Simple and plain.
Exactly.
Guy B is better than guy A though.
Come on, baby.
That's
I
all.
see. But I see you trying to be at the sleeves.
She want that.
I see you trying to
want
be
that.
at the sleeves.
She want that.
But it don't work like that, baby.
Like that. 'Cause the thing about the sleeves is we don't lie at the
That's what I'm
sleeves,
saying.
and you lied by omission. That's what you did, and you got caught. You got to own that. Don't get mad at guy B. Oh, he childish. He listening to it. No. Let's stay on the lie. Like you lied. Let's stay there.
You tried to hide it, and we knew it was gonna come out. You knew it was gonna come out. You shouldn't be wrong. You shouldn't be mad or sad about what the situation was.
What you should do is just start laughing about the situation and chalk it up to the game.
At least you got a date out of it. At least you got some food.
Hey. At least you smashed one of them. That's how you should look. Well, at least I smashed guy.
You should tell guy, "Hey, I had a chance with your partner."
Straight up. and he might crawl back. It's real rap. But
That's how you should look at it.
hell yeah. On that note, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. Y'all shout out to our social medias and things of that nature.
KT_good with all platforms. Yeah.
So_fitness. Smooth, you normally go first.
Big Daddy
All
usually go
platforms.
first.
All platforms.
But I want my children to go first this time.
Oh yeah.
Smooth. SMUV__ all platforms. Follow me on Clubhouse, man. If you want me in your room to talk that shit, pop that shit, just holler at me, man.
Yeah, we need to start doing Clubhouse every day, like every Tuesday or Friday or
something like that.
We doing one for Patreon too.
Yeah. We doing a private room only for Patreon.
People. So if y'all got
Private
Clubhouse,
room.
Patreon people.
Let us know, man. Just send your thing on there, and we gonna put y'all in the room and shit, man. We working that out.
Detroit AC, all platforms, Twitter, Instagram. Follow the Crew Season page on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Shout out to the Patreon members.
I see my boy then became a super regular on TMZ, man. But we gonna let that go.
Hey man, shout out to TMZ, man. Y'all boys so love.
We trying to sit at the table and get our own show.
Yeah, man.
start sending some cash.
Yeah, we get our own show. That's gonna change the whole game up and down. I swear. But yeah, man, salute to everybody that been showing us love. We got some things in the works. We can't speak on it until
We
things
still gotta
is
hold
ironed
off
out.
on that.
Oh yeah, we still gotta hold off on that news.
Until the contracts is signed. We can't say nothing.
ready to tell y'all.
But
Congratulations, Otis. Oh, not that news. Like, I ain't had sex in 2 months, so it ain't me.
that boy's about to disappoint all the a lot of women fans watching this show.
You the only killer in the car.
Hey, shout out to Corey. Oh my! Why you keep playing all that murder and shit?
That boy trash.
You gonna make me watch that when I get off here. But yeah, man. Salute to everybody that been rocking with us. We got some things in the works, and buckle up, man. Shit about to get real interesting. But To get up out of here, man, we're gonna play a record off of that new Judas and the Black Messiah soundtrack called Revolutionary. This is by G Herbo featuring Bump J.